Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Jimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
guidance, and partnership through every step of the journey. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Jimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
Wisdom passed on from generation to generation. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Well, we'll see. It was a positive ending for Southern Cayuga, that's for sure.
Yeah, they finished strong.
That second quarter wasn't bad. A little bit better. I think they
So-
got more comfortable.
Rat, we had you on our opener, and for anybody that didn't see it, just to say we've talked about this already. You've done a great job. The gym looks great.
Thank
The
you.
lights off in the background. You got the players' names on the lockers, and water cooler right outside their locker room, and a lot of little touches that you can tell you played at one time that the players really appreciate, and they're all. I saw them. I was in talking to them before the game started. Real excited about what you've done. So tell us a little bit about what it takes to put a production like this on down here.
I've been around a few events over my years since college, and getting this job in the summer, one of the things I wanted to do was bring basketball back here, because I know there had been a lot of great games played here at NYCC, and was really looking forward to bringing the games back. And once we got the 19th game, I was talking with Coach Ciotti from Mynderse and Coach Young, we were able to put it together. It's great to be able to take care of the kids too, and make that a special day for them. We got the Laker lights, turn down the lights so it's like a theater in here, and it's a nice venue for basketball.
And Jim's showing some pictures of your facility, the racquetball courts and the pool, and I come down here, I'm a member, and really enjoy it. If you're watching the production and you're not a member, it's a great deal. It's a great place to be, very kid friendly, and my family, we have a great time down here.
Absolutely.
Each week we're down here doing something, either swimming or shooting hoops, and we really enjoy it.
I saw your wife and your son beat you the other day in 2-on-2.
Well, you weren't watching close enough because they did not win that game.
We appreciate families like yourself coming down, and we have a lot to offer here for community members. We have our students here, but we have a great facility to have people come out and get a good workout in. Very affordable, and we love seeing families down here as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's been great. You've done a great transition from longtime director Tony Petrosha taking over, and you can see the little changes, and it was a great facility then, still a great facility now, but you're doing a great job with it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate having you guys here tonight.
Back to the basketball, Mike. They picked up a 19th game, so they cut back and went 18 games, and the hard part about dealing with this is taking that 19th game and figure out who's playing the home game. So in order to meet on a neutral site like this, I think is huge. JV teams aren't playing. They don't play the 19th game. It's just the varsity team. So bringing them into a neutral court is great.
Well, it's a great facility locally here. They used to have a tournament here for years. I think back in my day, I might have played in the first one here. We had Clyde and Lyons. I couldn't remember who the fourth was. Rod Verke used to coach at Lyons when we played. My coach was John Nicholson, but it was exciting. It was a tournament at that point, but you're local. You're not in your own gym, and it's just a great facility. So. Nice job. I mean, it was professional, right down to everybody's uniforms. It's real nice high touch.
Yeah, we definitely were happy to have guys here, and hopefully next year, if the same 4 teams want to come back, we'd love to have them. We'd love to get 4 more teams, make this a 8-team day, tip-off day, whether it's 4 girls teams and 4 boys teams, or all 8. We'll make it work, and we'll have a nice day of basketball here at NYCC.
Well, after this first night of it, I think word will spread through the coaches and the communities what a great job you've done, and we really appreciate you hosting the high school basketball and having Finger Lakes 1 down to help with our broadcast. You've been a great help, and we appreciate everything you've done.
Thanks for having me on, guys, and look forward to the next game and a half.
Okay, we'll bring you back to halftime here in about a minute and a half after a quick commercial, and we'll be back at NYCC. Thanks, guys.
Sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it at FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Make us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to Finger Lakes 1.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to Finger Lakes 1.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
What's that?
Welcome back here at Courtside. This is Harold Weber along with our broadcast team here for Finger Lakes 1 TV. Welcome back. We're getting ready to begin the second half of action in game number 1 of our twin bill this evening. 36-16. The likes of Lyons leading quite comfortably. They got a little antsy at the end of the first half, turning it over 3 straight trips down the court, but in total control of this one, 36-16. Kevin's going to get some points for us and give us a rundown with the opportunity of telling us how the markers turned out in the first half, Kev.
Okay, first for Southern Cayuga, Steve Farkas is with 2, Zach Bretto 1, Sam Snyder 2, and the big man Justin Snyder with 11. And a rundown for the Lions, Desane had 2, DeAndre McDonald with 4, Deion Tarver with 8, Nick Farah 2, Damon Hunter with 15 in the first half, and Jordan Amell with 3.
And the big guy, Schneider, opens up with a layup as inside, I should say, threw it up and went through the hoop. And
Lyons comes out in a man-to-man.
Right.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Southern Cayuga scores the first deuce of the third quarter.
So a little 5-0 run here for Southern Cayuga.
Yes.
You know, to end the half with 3 and start this with 2. We'll see if Lyons comes back out with some full court pressure.
Up for the shot underneath, scores, and that's Farrell. Nick Farrell, outstanding athlete, scores to keep the margin at 20. Lions comfortably ahead.
If Southern Cayuga could just take care of the ball and not turn it over, I think they can get into this lead. But, you know, the coach probably told them to get to a certain point by the end of the third quarter, not to try to get it all back at once.
Nolan driving inside. Nolan going right around. Comes back out with the basketball. Pass underneath to Schneider, the big guy. Down low. Try to get it to Schneider. It'll still be the Chiefs basketball. We're glad you could spend some of your time here on a Saturday night as we open up our 21-game schedule of basketball, not including sectionals. Here's the big guy, lay it up and in. Beautiful move by Justin Schneider. Well, they were talking about the players of the game, and during our pregame, we talked about Hunter for Lions and Justin Schneider for them, and those two have worked out beautifully.
Yeah, both seniors playing out, I think, pretty great tonight.
Hunter goes in, and he gets fouled. Got a blocking foul.
Snyder got off to a slow start. He did have the only 2 points of the first quarter. I think they had 2 out of 3 in the first, but the second quarter, good second quarter, and a good start here in the second half.
Farkas, now we're doing a little replay in this place by Schneider. It's just phenomenal. Nice move inside the paint. Pass underneath. Here's Hunter looking up. Amel got a little 12-footer, and he got fouled, I believe. They got a personal foul coming up against the sub Sam Nolan on that, and Amel will be at the line. Jordan Amel, who is a junior, 6'7".
I think Sam Nolan would want that one back.
Amel with, I believe, 3 personal fouls tonight so far. Had to sit him down a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, but, you know, this is his first game as a Lions. Like I mentioned earlier, he came from the Newark program, first year here, and I thought he's a great first half.
Shot is good. Coming out as Amel and going in for Lions is Alexa of Nick Kehoe.
Looks like he took him out for this press here. They're in a 1-2-2 press. Yeah, Southern Cayuga doing a lot better handling the ball.
Pass.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a hot potato there, that kid that just caught it. Didn't want it too long. He's got to make sure that that's the younger Schneider, Sam Schneider. He's got to take care of that ball, make it a little bit firmer of a pass.
Foul against Farah. Guess who's at the line? Justin Schneider.
I like this Snyder. A little bit old school, down low on the post, and good touch. And he's been making a career of it on the foul line tonight, too.
And he missed the first.
I asked Coach Frisbee, I said, how is it with the brothers? And he says, pretty good, but as brothers are, sometimes not so good.
I can speak volumes on that. I'm the youngest of 3 boys. Used to get beat up like a pulp from the oldest one.
As it should be.
As I should be, yes, I know. I took a lot of beatings growing up. Scars for many years. My brother Ronnie, the middle brother, he was like Switzerland. He was neutral. And we got a foul. They got a foul on the Chiefs.
Well, they got the pass they wanted on that zone. That's the long pass you're looking for. He just couldn't swipe it.
Yeah, that's the timing of a zone when you're starting off. You're coming to a court that you're not used to. Can you get to the plays that you normally get to in your own gym?
Shot from the corner is no good by the Lions. Hunter rebounded by Schneider, the big guy once again, Justin Schneider.
Schneider's got some strength. Coach Frisbee said that he worked, he's been working out with CrossFit over the summer and put on some weight.
That's right up your alley, Mike.
Yes, it is.
Maybe you can talk to him after and you guys can train together.
You must be talking about the weight part of it.
Here's a give and go, and stolen by Hunter. 1 against 1, and Hunter driving all the way down. Yes! Count it.
A little too quick on that.
Yeah, Jack Stebbins just has to get out of there at that point. He's not going to block a shot by Hunter, just back off. But a great behind-the-back move by Hunter, and here he is going for a 3-point play.
Yep, here he goes, 1 against 1.
And there it is, right behind the back. That's a great play by Hunter. Up and easy. You just got to get out of there, Stebbins.
41-21, Lions.
Try to get a quick inbound and then get down the court before they can set up their press at that point.
Josh Desane will visit the court. Leaving is DeAndre McDonald.
Lyons looks a little bit more comfortable pressing and running. You can just tell the kids kind of enjoy it.
Pass stolen by Lyons. Driving in, laying it up, no. Farah, no. Desane, no. Still Lions basketball.
Got Dylan Conklin checking in for Southern Cayuga. Jack Stebbins has 3 fouls. He's coming back to the bench.
Mynderse South Seneca coming up in a while. Game 2 of our twin bill here tonight from New York Chiropractic College. Beautiful facilities here, by the way. Rutger Ticconi has gone out of his way to put on a spectacular tip-off classic here. Shot from way outside. Good.
Nice shot.
Shot from Desane.
Coming off the bench.
Oh my, you're ready for Weber to say it again? Throws it up to the rafters, and it went back to the Chiefs.
Well, Southern Cayuga had another turnover there, but it wasn't as bad as that pass that was just made right there by Lyons. I don't think Coach Randy Wadhams has him at quarterback.
Coach Frisbee yelling into his team. And now we have yet another replay. Coming over here for the shot from way outside. Bang.
That could have been an NBA 3 by Desane on that.
That's right.
That's where you want that ball picked up. Ill-advised pickup there by number 14, Deion Tarver.
A quick timeout by Coach Young to bail his player out. He was in trouble. He had nowhere to go with that one. And they had the reversal pass as well.
And by the way, Generations Bank, federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education. The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Jimmers Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. Jimmers Auto and Stevers Garage, supporting local high school athletes for over 40 years. And again, I want to thank all these great sponsors that make these broadcasts possible.
Yeah, we got Little John on board this year.
Yes,
so
good guy.
My teeth so straight and white.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Very, very community-minded.
Yeah, we welcome him on board. He does a lot for the community.
It's like a 1-3-1 by Southern Cayuga now. Coach Frisbee had said it's a wrinkle they'll throw in, probably at this point, just to change.
Nice give and go. Basket good. Give and go on Lyons' part. Credit the bucket to Kehoe. Great pass, though.
That's your weak spot in a 1-3-1.
Yeah, especially when that ball's entered down on the baseline. You're really vulnerable in the middle, and that was a nice high-to-low cut. And, but at this point, it's 47-21. Let's work on everything we got and get it all out there and see what we do well.
Open up the toolbox. Shot hits the back of the rim. No good. Hunter hits the court.
I think he did it inadvertently, but it's still a good call. He didn't mean any harm.
You got to love Zach Young. He's up by 26, and he's yelling every second. Now we have a few tempers flaring.
Well, that's why he's yelling. I think coach thought it was intentional, but I agree with you, Mike. I think it was inadvertent. And now the refs are going to get it in together and try to calm everybody down.
On white, 32 on red, each with a 10.
55
red.
So we got a double technical here, right. And what they'll do is, talk to the coaches, to calm them down, tell them to calm the kids down, and
so the technicals were called against the likes of Justin Snyder and Damon Hunter.
And Coach Young did the right thing and just getting Damon Hunter out of the game with a 26-point lead. There's no reason for him to be in any sort of jawing
Yeah, I mean, the opera's not over here, but the fat lady has just made the turn over on Fall Street, heading over the bridge. I mean, You say it ain't over till the fat lady sings. I think she's practicing in the back of the limo. So
I didn't see Justin Snyder involved in it, but
they said 55. You know,
and he did get pulled out. So I had a feeling.
Well, that was it was after the play. Yeah, it was his younger brother that gave the elbow, and Hunter got up. John had him a little bit about the elbow.
So he's sticking up for his teammate and his families. Not that makes it right, but
no.
But they,
understandable.
Hey, Southern Cayuga's a little frustrated. And Hunter got up talking, and
Farrell will inbound. To Saints, swish. So Josh has gunned down a couple of long three-pointers. As Lyons is playing like they're down by 20, they're up by 29.
Yeah, the Saints got the hot hand here in the third quarter. That's the second three of the third, and Lyons still pouring it on without Hunter in the game.
On the way back to Lyons, Zach may stop at a pharmacy and pick up some cough drops. He's going to be hoarse. And he's leading by 29. Pass underneath, stolen by the Lions. And double dribble.
Sometimes you get that hot hand, you get a little excited, you want to go, and he picked up his dribble and went. If it was legal, it would have been a heck of a move, though.
Substitutions coming out of the game for the likes of Southern Cayuga. Steve Farkas into the contest. Jack Stebbins.
Oh, great job to the officials of nipping that in the bud. I think both, Lions has come out and played a little bit harder, but you can tell the situation is diffused.
Wow. The dog could have intercepted that one. Here's the drive, doesn't go. I mean, that was thrown right to him.
Yeah, it's just another ill-advised,
early Santa Claus
error.
Early Santa Claus gift.
Yeah, I'm sure Southern Cayuga's gonna go back to the gym and do some ball drills. They're gonna do some passing and ball handling drills and really emphasize the amount of unforced errors that the guards are making.
Hey, winter in upstate New York, Old Lyons Hardware. They got you down. Visit Old Lyons True Value Hardware on William Street in Lyons. Stop in and get a new furnace filter, snow shovel, ice melt, snow brush, ice scrapers, and more. Also tools, plumbing, electrical, cleaning supplies, light bulbs, paint, and all of the equipment to get the job done. That's Old Lyons True Value Hardware in downtown Lyons, New York. Shot is good. 51-21. Lyons controlling it from the outset. .248 remaining third quarter. Shot from way outside, going to be short. Rebounded by Chiefs. Open shot from the side, doesn't go. Long rebound, they're going to let it go out of bounds.
Good hustle by Barreto.
It was a good hustle.
I don't think they've hit an outside shot yet, Southern Cayuga. I can't remember.
No, not one three-pointer. They haven't hit a three-pointer. A lot of it's all come through Snyder, but they're struggling from the three-point line, which that could, they're going to have to knock those down, because if I was a coach scouting this team, I'd say, boys, we got to worry about Snyder.
And by the way, with this 30-point lead, it's going to allow Zach Young to got a foul outside against Hunter. Zach Barreto. This will give Zach a chance to clear the bench, really, in the fourth quarter if he wants to.
He cleared the bench in the second quarter.
Yeah, but he literally.
He's going to do it more so in the second and the fourth, yeah.
He could call the lines and bring over a few of the freshmen from the other teams just to warm up, because this is a good chance to rest your starters, keep them pumped up for game number 2 of the year. And
Zach Barreto just out of the game, and it's been a good showing for him for a sophomore.
I like he plays hard.
Good confidence with the ball.
Hunter missed his free throw, digging for the basketball and keeps it alive. Good hustle by Mr. Hunter. Hunter across the lane, good. Hunter.
No intimidation by him.
Taking it right at Snyder, wasn't he?
Snyder.
Just went right over him. It was a good nice looking shot.
Nice floater.
Like Lyons is not sure if one kid's just confused or in the 1-3-1 here.
Stebbins now. Right hand dribble, cross-courting it. Farkas Top of the lane, driving down. Got a foul. They got Farah. Or did they get the big guy? No, they got Farah on the foul. Yelled into one of the players, we're playing the game without you.
Yeah, I got wind of that one too. I think he thought they were shooting fouls. Well,
we got a foul.
I think Southern Cayuga, some of their best offenses has been on the baseline out of bounds place. You know, they've gotten a lot of good looks for Schneider down there.
By the way, update on Mr. Allmill, another foul on him. That could be 4.
Yeah, that's 4 on Amel.
I'm surprised they didn't call that one shooting. I thought he was going up with
I agree. I thought it was going to be a shooting foul as well.
Farkas, almost stolen again. Pass intended for the likes of Jack Stebbins.
He needs to be working on a little penetration there to draw some defenders toward him before he makes that pass.
There hasn't been a lot of ball fakes and any penetration by Southern Cayuga. They just are kind of standing, passing around, which lets Lyons get in the passing lanes and get those steals.
It was a good look, but the pass has to be there.
1:23 left here in the third quarter. All Lions tonight, folks. 53-21 in game number 1. We hope you've enjoyed the telecast thus far. And again, get a chance to get yourself a favorite beverage. Make yourself a little toasted cheese between games. We're getting ready for Mynderse South Seneca in game 2. As Lyons now slows down the tempo. And why not?
I'm waiting for an Amel to fire a 3 off here as he's outside of this 2-3 zone.
Here's a long bomb swish. Speaking of threes, Dion Tarver.
Quietly having a nice game himself, Dion. He's got a couple layups and the 3 helped there, and he's played some great defense, got a lot of steals.
Shot from way outside. Good. Nice shot by the likes of Sam Schneider.
Just into Sam Schneider there for the 3,
yep.
And again, they just look a little bit more relaxed than they did in the first quarter.
Definitely.
For sure.
Decent crowd on hand here tonight. Again, I would guess there'll be more people showing up for game 2.
You know, it's nice when you see Lyons and Mynderse play. You can look up in the stands and see some familiar faces from Lyons and familiar faces from Mynderse.
Speaking of Allmill's 3.
He's been waiting
yes.
Shot.
Swish.
There was no question that he was going to shoot that. I can tell you that.
Well, I saw him floating out to that arc, and just on cue, Amel fires up the 3.
That's right. Amazing.
He's going to be texting Coach in the morning saying, Coach, I think it's time to drop some plays for me to come off some screens. The big fella with a 3. And he's leaving it hanging.
2.7 seconds, a quick timeout, 59-24. Want to remind everybody, of course, that we are thrilled to be able to bring you exciting basketball broadcast starting tonight of a 21-game slate. Of course, game 2 will have Mynderse Academy versus the Falcons of South Seneca. And, of course, we can't thank enough the Generations Bank, Thompson Health, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Penny's Place, Old Lions Hardware, thank you, Red's Place, Ullman Theater, Dr. Rodney Littlejohn. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of our patients through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including, let me try to pronounce this one, Invisalign and Excellident. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com. And the third quarter is ended, folks. The score at the end of 3 is, it can't be 101-24. So
59-24.
59-24. We'll continue our basketball coverage after this message.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
We're ready to take this pony show to the fourth quarter as we're underway from the college. Quarter number 4, Lions controlling big time. Shot doesn't go by the Lions, rebounded by the Chiefs as we start quarter number 4. All Lions from the get-go.
And I noticed Lyons comes out with one starter on the court. Looks like Coach Young's already gone to the bench. DeAndre McDaniel, the lone starter again. And some kids are going to get a lot of good playing time and experience tonight.
And on the Southern Cayuga side, I think they also should take advantage because this might be more of a caliber of what they're going to see throughout the season and what Lyons has out there right now.
Jack, where are you?
They might not see any stronger teams than this all year. So, again, I like the game for them.
Yeah, Lyons came out last year and they lost in the semis of finals to a great Clyde team, that went on and won sectionals and advanced a little bit further than that.
All the way down, no score for Lyons. Nice try by the likes of McDonald. Court to court, here's the big guy, lost it.
Yeah, he wants that one back. But, it's a good Lions team. This is a talented Lions team. They come at you from different angles, and they got Amel now to solidify some defense, some rebounding inside, and they got great guard play. So, Lions should have a very successful season in a tough Wayne County.
And although Southern Cayuga last year ended up 4-13.
Bingo. Lions yet again, banks from 20-some feet away. Talented DeAndre McDonald.
They're playing against a tougher schedule, and I think that helped them out when it came sectional time playing against Class D schools.
Very similar to Mynderse.
They went to the finals.
They go through the league and they struggle a little bit. I think they were 500 last year.
Yeah.
And then, they go in and playing against C's and B's all year. Yeah. Now they can go in, they can take, some lumps. And Mynderse is similar to that. They're a C that plays against all B's and some A's. So both those guys have that in common.
Shot from the corner, left side, scores for the Lions. And that is Michael Sullivan.
I've got 6, I think, different Lions guys that have nailed a 3.
Shot is no good by the Chiefs. Oh, got away with the travel there. Shot from way outside, no. Lions missed it.
He's a young Mike Alessio, no conscious out there.
That's right. They'll all drop sooner or later.
Bounce pass, nice play, yes, nice beautiful pass. Nice pass by the Chiefs of Southern Cayuga.
That's Dalton Elser on the basket there.
Very nice. Dalton Elser, nice play.
I'm going to get some guys that maybe not, their names are going to be called all the time. I think 5, Tyler Bastion. This is his first time in the game, and he's coming in for Adam Van Berskirk, who's played great tonight.
One thing I failed to mention as well was Southern Cayuga has lost 2 of probably would have been their starters this year.
That's right.
One to injury, out for the year. I can't remember which one it was. It's Nick Leonard is one of them, and I think he's the one that's out for the year as a junior. And then Zach Abbott, who will come back. So
Zach Abbott was out with a sprained ankle, I think, so he'll be back, and Leonard's out for the year. And those are 2 guys, right? You said that would have started and played forward.
Would have been starters. They're really starting 3 guards, Coach Frisbee said. And I don't know if it would have made a huge difference in the grand scheme of things, but it certainly would have made some difference.
Absolutely.
Barretto coming into the contest.
Now here we go. There's the long 3.
Yeah,
nothing but net.
There you go.
And he must have had a scratch on his eye there, Mike. I saw his hands go up by his eye.
I'm not sure what that was.
Farkas out.
I saw a sub coming to the bench. I thought Zach Young might be sending a message about that sign, but no.
Driving in, laying up on the glass, will not go. Lions rebound.
Working the ball around well, looking for a good shot there, and got another sub coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch Fessenden gets his first action tonight. And he's coming in for Jack Stebbins, who he played hard tonight too. Jack Stebbins, a junior guard. And this will only help him. We've talked about it, going against this type of speed and quickness that Lyons offers will only help him when he goes into league play. And both these teams will open up next week, I believe, into their respective leagues.
5 minutes remaining. Under 5. 65-27 Lions. Off the fingertips of Lyons, stolen by the Chiefs. Barretto driving it down, missed the layup. Here's the big guy throwing up a three. No. Southern Cayuga continues to control, and the shot will not go. Finally rebounded by Lyons. 4.5 to play. Game number 1 of our Twin Bill coverage here on Finger Lakes 1 TV tonight. We're glad you joined us along wherever you may be checking us out tonight. Harold Weber along with Mike Alessio, who we want to welcome to our broadcasting venue, and of course our broadcasting team. He's always going to be a great addition to our team. And Mike, thanks a lot for joining us this year, buddy.
Thanks, Doc.
And of course Kevin Korzeniewski, along with the Hunt brothers, who do an outstanding job with the cameras. And of course Jimmy, we got Brendan Harrington, Dave Barnick, and a host of others. We'll get to all those personalities as we have time.
Yeah, I'm excited about 2 cameras this year. That's our first time. We got Jason Hunt on the baseline and Jeremy Hunt on the main camera behind us. And HD as well.
HD.
So, I can tell a difference already in our screen. I'm not sure what the product looks like at home yet.
Looks nice.
But, yeah, it's going to be a good year.
If they can make the old dog look a little younger, it'd be even better. But can't do anything about this white hair, baby. But it is what it is.
At least there's some up there, Doc.
But like Mike said, and you said, there's at least something there, right? So,
That's right.
4:20 remaining, and it's kind of been a laugher for the most part all night long. Lions jumped out early, 18-2, and at that point it looked like it was just a matter of the score. Here's that young man who's impressive. Snyder once again rams it home, Justin Snyder.
He takes the ball to the basket strong. And, he's filling up the box score now.
Good court sense he has as well. Been watching him in that zone.
Here's the bomb from outside, air ball.
You can tell O'Sullivan wants to shoot it every time. So every time he makes a pass, I got to say, I'm giving him a little bit of credit and not firing it up.
Loose basketball. What a surprise. Another turnover. All the way down, and we have got a foul.
Looks like Van Buskirk's going to check back into the game. Also to note for Lyons, one of our favorite players at Finger Lakes 1, Chris PA, is out of the game for them tonight. So if you take the Southern Cayuga kids away, and then you also got to mention the big fella, Chris PA, senior for Lyons. He's, we've seen him play a few times in a few of our games, and he may be that starting center, but when him and Amel are both out there, that gives Lyons a whole nother look that might help them out throughout the season. So, I know Coach Young's looking forward to getting PA back into that lineup.
Is Zach Attack going to join us at the end of this game for a short talk? Did you know?
I'm not sure what we got lined up for the end of the game, and I'm sure our producer Jim Sinacropi will be all over that for us tonight.
And I know that we want to do something between games as well. The Nick Ciotti interview the other night on Upstate Hoops. I believe we're going to showcase that at the end of this game, prior to the start of Game 2. And again, we cannot say enough times during these telecasts how proud and how happy we are to have everybody join us with sponsorships. And if you're checking us out tonight and you're not a sponsor of this, if you'd like to be a part of this, contact Jim at Finger Lakes 1, and he'll set you up with various packages. So we'd love to have sponsors. The more the merrier. As we've got 3 minutes remaining, rebounded by the Chiefs of Southern Cayuga. 68-29 Lions. Driving, shooting on the run, yes. Nice play. Sam Nolan with a nice little 6-footer.
Yeah, Nolan should have done that last time down, too. I wanted to get that in. He kind of dribbled in and then just went right through the baseline, stepped out of bounds, but he's got to look to score off that penetration.
I think he was surprised on that play that nobody stayed with him. There looked like a little confusion whether they were in a man or a zone.
Who's got the basketball? Bodies all over the court.
That's Jake Stevenson in there with the steal. He's getting his first minutes of the night as well. You watch a lot of NFL games and broadcasters, and they talk about at what point do you take the quarterback out? And I'm kind of thinking the same thing here with Schneider. You'd hate to see Schneider turn or roll an ankle, and I don't like talking about that stuff. But with 2 minutes to go, down 30, you might want to sit him down.
Shot from the corner doesn't go by Lyons, and a foul over the back.
Especially with a guy like O'Sullivan out there, who's running out there and firing threes and tackling kids out there. He's playing with a lot of heart, O'Sullivan.
Yep.
I like him.
Sam Snyder is going to check in.
No, there you go.
And the big guy you just mentioned, you're like amazing mind reader.
Well, I thought Justin Snyder played a great game.
Yeah,
tonight.
he did. Played his heart
out. He played
out.
hard, and you know, the guard struggled to get him the ball at times. I'm sure he's going to have a heck of a senior season, and we won't see him again, but we wish him the best of luck.
Maybe we'll see him if he ends up at U of R over at Hobart.
That's right.
They're playing Hobart.
We got a foul coming up and some free throws. Stay tuned for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show coming up in a couple of minutes here. It's good to have Rod on and his great operation. Always community-minded, very giving. And we have the Mynderse Academy coaching staff going behind the curtain, getting ready to bring out their Chargers in a little bit. As the South Seneca Falcons, coached by Dan Lent, will try to surprise the Blue Devils. Not sure how to read that game. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, you know, Mynderse, you know, Mike talked about at the beginning of our production, they got to get up and down a little bit more this year, and they might go back to what Coach Fields used to do, is shoot some more threes, because without Luke Ruddy inside, they're going to miss some points in the paint, and they're going to have some young kids step up, like Aiden Trout and Luke's younger brother. Yep. So, you know, that'll be interesting to see for the Mynderse fans, and Mynderse is certainly going to be more talented than South Seneca, so we'll see how that plays out.
O'Sullivan made 1 out of 2, a minute 50 remaining, and we have got a hold as bodies went flying. Personal foul called against Lyons Nick Kehoe.
That's his fourth personal
foul.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs will send to the line. And, of course, they will have at the line Jake Stevenson will be at the line shooting free throws.
Looks like Kehoe is the only sophomore on the team. Must be a heck of an athlete.
And Stevenson throws up an air ball, and it's going to go back to the Lions.
He's a pretty big kid for a sophomore, Mike.
Big
until
body,
you said that, I didn't
height.
realize he was a sophomore.
Yeah. Not great height, which is normally what you see in somebody coming up.
You know, Mel has checked back into the game for Lyons.
Lyons now trying to play conservative, got an opening down the lane, and no, but a foul.
I like that they're attacking still. You know, these kids that come out, you know, sometimes a coach will tell them, handcuff them a little bit, tell them that, you know, got a big lead, but I think these kids deserve, you know, and they want to play too, and I think coaches understand that.
Carruthers will go to the line to foul. Stevenson committed to foul. Minute 37. Shot doesn't go, goes halfway down and comes out. Coming up, Mynderse South Seneca. Decent crowd still here. I would expect to see more people come in, but if you're not, if you're checking us out right now, stay tuned for game number 2. Again, in our post-game show, we'll have a special feature. Mike and Kevin will be talking about what happened in the first game and what we plan on happening in the second game. As Lyons now has controlled this baby easy style, as they would say, as my wife would say, easy peasy, as this one was never really in doubt. Lyons jumping out to an 18-2 lead. We got bodies, we got a foul here, and we got a foul underneath.
A foul on Tyler Bastian will push off the ball, and Sam Schneider will go to the line.
As some of the folks are departing, assuming they are from the Lyons contingent or the Southern Cayuga, depending on which school. Shot is good.
I think somebody better get behind number 5 here on Lyons, or it's going to be a quick break.
He's hoping. He's saying you're the only one that realizes that. If nobody else realizes that, I might get a layup.
Shot is good. Beautiful free throws.
I would have been hiding over by the bench over there.
Sam Schneider with a couple of switches.
This is when you got your most minutes, wasn't it?
Yes, it is. That's why this is very important time for these players.
Driving, laying it up off the glass. Beautiful shot by Adam Van Buskirk. Adam with a beautiful drive on the left side of the lane.
You know, it is an important part for these kids getting in late, because you don't know how many games you're going to get in like this, and they're working just as hard at practice as everybody else. So.
True.
No, I agree with you. It's great for team morale, you know, and, you know, you want to get these kids as much playing time as you can.
Air ball, Lyons. What do we got? Somebody got hit in the face, got a foul. Oh, no, they're going to say it out of bounds. It'll be Lyons basketball, and I got a replay action. This kid makes a nice move down the lane. Left-hander off the glass and in.
A great finish. Buskirk fired up before he goes home.
To the corner, shot is no. Rebounded by Lyons. 30 seconds to go. Lyons, and what do we got here?
We got a
injured.
I'm not sure what happened. That was Bastion on the miss. A lot of Bastions from out in the Lions. This is another Bastion taking the shot, missing the three there.
As the Lions now counting down the seconds, 28, 26, and they were counting down 72, 33. Lions all the way, Jose in this one.
Well, a lot of kids got a lot of minutes tonight. You know, I know the
right.
score's lopsided, but you know, the one thing both coaches can take out of is to evaluate some of the personnel that they're having in the game.
Shot no, rebounded by air ball. Here come the Chiefs. Time running out,
Stolen.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. Stolen by Lions. Are you kidding me? Doesn't count. Southern Cayuga says, thank God, they had enough. End of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of our exclusive 21 game coverage. All Lions from the get-go, 72-33, winning quite convincingly over the Chiefs of Southern Cayuga. Once again, the final score, Lions 72, Southern Cayuga 33. Well, Kevin and the likes of Mike will be talking halftime. We'll also go to a special feature. Let's take a break and hear from this great sponsors.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it. At FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Like us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Zimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
And here we are back at NYCC, and we are fortunate to have Damon Hunter along with us, along with Mike Alessio, and the Lions just drubbing on Section 4's Southern Cayuga. We thought Damon had an outstanding game tonight. Damon, you were hitting the three, you were leading the break, you were very unselfish. Is it important to you to try to keep your teammates involved, even though you got the balls in your hands a lot?
Yeah, we just gotta get these guys going sometimes. Most of the time it's just they watch me, so I just gotta try to push to get them into the transition to get shots up.
Sure, and the more productive nights they have, the longer and better your team's going to have success in the long run. You know, I don't know what your goals are for the season as a team. If you guys talked about some of your goals that you guys have as a team.
We just gotta every day go out, try to play hard on defense. Our offense isn't that good right now, but we're just gonna work to get that better. But defense is what we stick to. Defense has lead us to open points.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Jordan Amal. I thought he came out tonight not only dropping the big three, but he did a great job on Justin Snyder, who's a heck of a player.
Yeah, during practice today, Coach told him that he's a good shooter. He'd like to post you up. So we just told Jordan to play strong with him. Just don't let him get to the paint and make him shoot the ball.
Now, you came out in a press today. That's something we can probably look forward to seeing this year, a lot of pressing, a lot of fast breaking.
Yeah, a lot of press. We're more athletic so we're just going to press teams, make them try to turn the ball over and just get our points from turnovers.
Now as a leader out there, were you able to feel maybe a little inexperience on tonight's Southern Cayuga guards? I mean, the first half you probably had about 17 turnovers.
Yeah. We just got to get to the guys faster. So, like, defense, that's what mostly it is, defense. So we can get all our points on defense.
Now, Damon, I've watched you play for about 3 years now at the varsity level, and, I've seen some great games out of you. And some of the times you struggle is when you start jawing a little bit and talking. I'm sure, people talk to you about that in your circle and your coach. And how do you control that? How are you trying to prevent all that stuff from happening? I noticed that tonight you caught an elbow that you thought might have been flagrant, and Schneider maybe didn't think it was flagrant. How do you keep your head, and what are you doing to work on that this year?
Everybody's been telling me that I should keep my head. There's a lot going for me, so I should keep my head through the game. So I just don't think about it. Just move on to the next play. That's just how I can think about it as.
Yeah, it's a great play. That's, when you talk to most, NFL players, NBA players, and they, forget the last play and just move on to the next one. So I think that's a great attitude to have and a great way to attack that.
Now, you took it to the big guy in there tonight. Did you think twice when you were going in on that drive before you laid it in over the top of him, or you did no fear?
No fear. Just close my eyes, just went at him.
Close your eyes.
You see a lot of 6'6", 6'7" guys in Wayne County this year?
No, only two. Only Jordan Amel and I know some other school has to have a big guy like that.
Yeah, but you don't see a lot of it. And you took it at him early, and I think he blocked you.
Yeah.
But then you came back at him in the fourth quarter and went right up and over him after you came back in after the elbow.
Nice.
It was a nice drive. But I thought you did a great job with your teammates. Coach got a lot of nice adjustments for you guys, switching your defenses, created a lot of turnovers. But overall, a really great performance. You had 13 at half. I think you ended up probably in 20. But, you shared the ball, had a few assists. And what are some other teams in the league this year that are going to contest for the Wayne County title?
Nice behind-the-back dribble on that play.
How you like that, watching those replays?
I like watching it. It helps me on next games. But I think the teams this year will be – there's a couple good teams this year, like Sodas. I think they'll give us a run this year. North Rose, Gananda. Most of the teams are in our bracket this year.
Clyde, you're going to miss all those guys from Clyde leaving, or are you glad to see them go?
I'm glad to see them go, but I'm going to miss us a couple of them.
Yeah, you like to compete against them, even though they you guys had great battles the last couple of years. But, we're interested to see how Wayne County plays out this year, and we wish you the best of luck. And, as long as you can stay focused, I think you're going to have a great senior year.
All right, thank you.
We appreciate having you on. Just hang on with us 1 second until we go to break. Thanks for coming. We're going to take you to an Upstate Hoops broadcast from last weekend. We had Coach Ciotti on, and we're going to do the preview of the Mynderse South Seneca game with a little video with Coach Ciotti, and we'll be back after that for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the South Seneca Falcons and the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils.
I guess without further ado, let's bring Nick in and talk with Coach Ciotti a little bit about the game in NYCC and the season ahead. Nick, thanks for coming into the studio tonight.
Welcome. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Now,
Nick,
Nick,
it was fun coming on here.
Yeah, not your first trip up to the studio. Second year head coach, and first year in, you lose your starting point guard, Brandon Pasalacqua. Now you lose one of the best players Myers had in a while, in Luke Ruddy. And
don't keep reminding me of that.
But got a lot of young talent. Devin Verkey's a sophomore now. Could lead the team in scoring. Liam Caraher, senior year. Give us just a quick overview on your squad.
Well, as you said, Luke and top of 7 other seniors. We had 8 seniors last year on the team, 4 starters. So we have a lot of shoes to fill, not just Luke's, but Luke was a solid player, big nice to have that force in the middle defensively and rebounding. He's gone on to Hobart now. So, we had the 2 freshmen came off the bench last year, got a lot of minutes. Devin Berkey and Brett Anderson. And then the 1 returning starter is Liam Carher. And again, guard. So we've got 3 pretty solid guards coming back. Now we got to find who's going to fill the hole in the middle.
Hey, I mentioned Brandon Pasalacqua 2 years ago. Also, Dylan Verkey, Devin's brother, who's doing really well at FLCC now. So
the whole team's doing well. They got a solid group there. They have the Sims kid from Geneva.
Yep. Junior Sims, yeah.
Banks kid from Charlotte, who we have bad memories of when they beat us at the Blue Cross there, my son's senior year. So
right.
So again, for us, we'll be up and down. We've got some offensive talent. If we can get the guys rebounded inside and defending well, we'll be okay this year. But we'll have some up and down. We'll take some lumps along the way, I think.
What are some of the new faces coming up from JVs that might play a role this year?
Ben Cafola, he's looked pretty solid in the scrimmage. He's looking like he'll be our 4 or 5 man. Luke Ruddy, another sophomore, is up.
Or his brother.
Sorry, Luke. Kyle. You just said make sure don't say Dylan.
A lot of
right now. Another Ruddy boy. Aiden Trout. Those 3, the Cafola, Ruddy, and the Trout in the paint. And then Bachman, he just got back from a concussion.
Yeah, is he back in practice?
He's been practicing. Yesterday, his first day he could participate in the scrimmage.
Now, how tall is he?
He's 6'4".
Oh, I thought he was bigger. I thought he was...
I didn't measure him. He's anywhere 6'4", 6'5", but him and Kyle are pretty close, 6'4", 6'5" range, and Ben's about 6'3". Two different players, Bach's a little bit stronger, and Kyle's a little more mobile.
Well, I think after watching you play last year and look at the team this year, a lot's going to come down to Devin and Liam. And Verk, I don't know, maybe you want to talk about Liam's game. Seems great shooter. We'd like to see him, and we've talked about before, take it to the hole a little more. And now as a senior, Nick, this is really his team. And so we're kind of, what do you think? Is he going to be a little more aggressive? Is he going to hang out by the 3-point line?
Well, we're talking to him. I started with that right at the end of middle of last year. We tried to encourage him to do more than just be a spot up 3. Maybe you don't take it all the way rim, but we really had him working on his runner, mid-range game, the pull-up jumper.
I think at the high school level, a lot of kids get comfortable shooting threes, obviously, and it's easy, obviously. And I think the biggest thing, a lot of kids can shoot the 3, they can take it to the hole, but the stop and pull up from 10 feet is what a lot of kids struggle with. And hopefully, all those guys, the 3 guards, can take that step this year instead of just being standstill shooters. And they're going to have to get to the rim a little bit more. And these guys are going to have to rebound a little bit, obviously, with Luke gone. You got some good height, just young and inexperienced. Yep. So it should be an interesting year. It seems like in years past we've lost, from David Lynch, we lost Lynch, but we had Pasalacqua and Dylan and guys like that. And then when Dylan left, we still had Brandon and Luke, and now it's kind of like we don't have the big stud coming back for the first time in a while. So a lot of unknowns, but some 5 sophomores up, some good talent coming up, and just hopefully this team, might be a little bit like Syracuse. Start off a little bit rough, hopefully come together and see what we get at the end.
You think Syracuse is going to come together?
That's a good question.
Well, what about Devin? Now, full disclosure, he's your cousin.
It's my cousin, yeah.
And great scorer, exciting player. We see him make some incredible shots. Has he been working on other parts of his game, defense, rebounding? Is he trying to add to his repertoire?
The biggest thing Devin needs to do is get in the weight room. That's the one thing we're really trying to work on. If he can get stronger, he could be even bigger force on the offensive end. Of course, defensively, muscle always helps. But if he can get stronger, because he gets knocked around when he drives in, but he's got the runner. He's got a great mid range. He's just a strong offensive player, and he passes the ball well. People. You don't realize that with a guy that can score as much, I know Matt had a lot of assists in high school, but Devin's a heck of a good passer too.
Yeah, he, Devin can.
We are live back at the New York Chiropractic College here in Seneca Falls, New York, on a gorgeous Saturday night. To get here, to commute, and I'm Harold Weber welcoming you back to the New York Chiropractic College Sports Complex, Gymnasium, whatever you call it. It's a nice facility to do basketball. Game number one saw a romp as Lyons just mauled the poor Southern Cayuga Chiefs by some 40 points. I had the final score here, 72-33. Not much of a game. Lyons jumped out early. Too many turnovers on the Chiefs' part from Southern Cayuga, and it just made Lyons' task that much easier. Again, I'm Harold Weber along with Kevin Korzeniewski to my left, and of course Mike Alessio, a new member of our broadcast team for 2014-15 to my right. We have our ace cameramen Jeremy and Jason Hunt doing their outstanding work as cameramen, and of course Jimmy Senecropi, our owner, working the knobs and switches and doing a great job as far as being the floor director as well. Mynderse in South Seneca, gentlemen. We know a lot about Mynderse Academy. Of course, graduates of the academy. Kevin, you look at Nick and you look at South Seneca tonight. Only 7 players in their total makeup tonight making the trip against Mynderse Academy. Your early thoughts on what might transpire?
Well, I think first of all, you said 7 players are out there. One of the players they're missing is Lincoln Lowe, and he'd be a contributor to this team, possibly the best player. Arguably with a couple other kids that would help him. But I hate to say it, but I think we're going to see more of the same of what we just saw. I think Mynderse is we're going to be overpowering South Seneca at times, and they're a young team as well. And they, let's see how they handle this atmosphere in the first game. I would really, as I sit here, say to myself, man, we should be watching Mynderse playing Lyons and South Seneca playing Southern Cayuga. I think would be more even matchups. But I know Lyons and Mynderse have played in the past, and for whatever reasons didn't work out for them playing this year. But that's when, as I sit here and kind of regret. But I think Mynderse will pressure South Seneca. I think South Seneca will turn the ball over. I'm excited to see some of these, kids play for both ends. Devin Rogers was a kid that I had the fortune of coaching, actually, in Waterloo. He used to go to Waterloo. So I look for him to have a decent game. He's a good athlete, good post player. But, again, he's young, and, he'll give Mynderse some fits at times.
And, by the way, Mike Alessio, of course, as long as I've been covering basketball at Mynderse Academy, it seems like we've had a Verke on the court. This year's edition, no secret, another Verke, Devin Verke, who has some outstanding talent. Talk about Mynderse Academy.
Yeah, well, we'll see. As I mentioned in the pregame, you've lost Luke Ruddy. He's a big part of the team last year. But now, you've got Devin Verke, sophomore, Liam Carraher. I think I'll be anxious to see what kind of game they set up. We know Verke can shoot threes. We know Liam Carraher can shoot threes. It's a question is how many times down the court are they going to do that? Are they going to live and die by the three? Are they going to try to work it inside? And I like the younger players that you are going to be seeing a lot of time. Brett Anderson. I think Jake Jones will be seeing some time coming off the bench. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for Mynderse this year.
That's right. And by the way, I want to thank our great sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Generations Bank. Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education. The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygebank.com or call 315-568-5855. Thompson Health Urgent Care Center in Farmington provides acute illness and injury care in a welcoming environment with doctors, nurse practitioners, and physician assistants whose goal is to get you treated promptly and courteously so you can get back to enjoying your life. Learn more at thompsonhealth.com. Fine sponsors of our broadcast here tonight. And by the way, speaking of broadcast, if you think tonight, myself doing play-by-play for 2 games, Ernie Banks said let's play 2. I don't know who said let's play 3. But Jim Senecropi is going to have the opportunity of doing that next week, as he'll be calling 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 games next Saturday night, a week from tonight, over at Victor High School, a triple header. Game 1 at 3 o'clock, Geneva versus Wilson. That should be a beauty. Game 2, Newark versus Livonia at 5 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock, Victor versus Pelmac. And folks, I think maybe somebody ought to have an ambulance ready to take Jimmy out of here at Victor next week after doing 3 games. That'll be interesting.
Well, the good thing is he brought Mike and I along with him next weekend, so we can help him fill the void.
Yeah, bring some water and bring about 6 boxes of cough drops, because he may need it to keep his throat nice and smooth. But Jimmo, I'm sure, will do a fine job. How you doing? Nice to see you.
You know, I can't look at this South Seneca team, but I'm thinking nothing but Hoosiers. You know, I wonder if they have a Jimmy Chitwood. I'm not sure, but with 7 guys out there, my team is on the court, Gene Hackman says.
They're coached by a
Dan
great
Lent.
guy, and used to be a good ball player himself back in the day at South Seneca.
Yeah, Dan Lent, coach of South Seneca Falcons.
That's back in my day. I remember Dan quite well.
15, Marshall Worden.
As we're getting introductions.
That's 15, Marshall Worden.
Marshall Worden.
Devin Rogers.
Devin Rogers, wearing the number of Jeff Gordon, who's a racer, if you don't know that. Big guy coming out, Cullen Morella.
Andy John Drew.
Andy John Drew.
Number 20, Eric Dresser.
A last name with 2 first names, John and Drew. And Eric Dresser.
The only 2 seniors on this squad starting. You know, Lincoln Lowe, we mentioned him. He's only a junior, so a very young team for South Seneca.
By the way, before we start our telecast here tonight, let's remind everybody South Seneca has a totality of 7 players tonight. 7. Mynderse Academy starting 5 will be Brad Anderson, Liam Carrer, Devin Verkey. Yes, another Verkey in the chain, folks. Kyle Ruddy and Ben Cafola will be the starters. By the way, no introduction needed for the Mynderse coach, friend of all of ours, Nick Ciotti, who you had a chance to check out his interview at halftime, or between games, I should say, which was broadcast at our studios downtown Seneca Falls. Nick's a nice guy and looking forward to a good season this year. And they're young. Let's talk about, they're not, they don't have many seniors, obviously. I think, what do they got, a couple? As far as Mynderse, I'm taking a look
Ryan
at the
Major and Liam Carrer.
Yep,
I think
and that's it.
Ryan will see some action as well.
Yeah, the 2 backcourt mates that have played together for a long time, and Ryan Major and Liam Carrer. But I really feel Liam's going to set the tone for this team as a senior, and can he keep it positive and keep the kids positive on the team as he's out there as a little general. Liam's put a lot of time into basketball over the last 10, 12 years, and this is his kind of show. This is his team, and last year was Ruddy, and the year before was Pasalacqua, and now I think that torch has been passed on to Carrer. Verkey's probably their best scorer, but I think Carrer needs to be their senior leader out there.
And we'll see what Kyle Ruddy can do as well. I'm sure he knows he's got some big shoes to fill in his older brother. And being a sophomore out there, it's not easy. A lot of nerves.
Yeah, no varsity experience. I was kind of surprised to see him in the starting lineup myself, but he's probably been doing a great job in the last 2-3 weeks of scrimmages and practice. So we'll see what he does.
Tip control by the Blue Devils of Seneca Falls.
Started out in man for South Seneca. He got away with a walk there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he landed before he got rid of it.
Verkey with a 3, no good, hits the back of the iron. Another shot, good for Mynderse Academy with a 3, Brad Anderson.
Mynderse in full court man-to-man. I like that move.
Actually, I think it's a zone.
I think they go to a zone. Well, South Seneca handled it either way, and I like the idea from Coach Ciotti to get an up-tempo game going and press South Seneca.
Cutting across the middle, out to John Drew. The little guard looks inside, looking at a taller Carrer. Will back away.
And they drop back into a man-to-man.
5, 4, 3.
John Drew throws one up on the run. Not a very good shot.
No rim.
And we have a foul in the backcourt.
That's the old double mistake. You force the shot, which he had to because the shot clock was down, but then you give that silly foul up 94 feet away from the basket.
Kyle Ruddy got fouled. The Blue Devils leading 3-0. Carrer way outside, hits the back of the iron.
That's 3 threes, I think, in the first 2 possessions, correct, Mike?
3 threes, yeah.
Stopping, shooting, and air ball. Verkey rebound.
I think Cafola got some hand on that.
That's an ill-advised pass by Verke there. It's going the other way.
Drive it in,
Nice
lay
block.
it up, no. Rebound Minders. In a hurry. Leaving for Kerr. Kerr, no blocking foul. He'll be at the line for a deuce.
You see some of that Anderson athleticism out here getting the breakout. Really leading that break. And here he is on a three-point shot, Brett Anderson. So, he's coming off a freshman season where he got a lot of minutes, and only a sophomore, but a lot of season in this boy.
Morella on the foul. Just an away game, too, from the New York Chiropractic College. Shot is swished by Kerr. Quick substitution. Falcons sending in Nick Phelps. Departing Warden.
Another sophomore.
Liam, swish. As the Minders cheerleaders give their approval. 5-0, Minders Academy, early on. Way outside, shot doesn't go off the back of the iron, however, recovered by the Falcons, and that's Dresser.
Good discipline they showed, South Seneca, against the press. Good ball movement.
Morella, 7-footer, hits the back of the iron, doesn't go. Rebounded Falcons, lay it up, foul. They might have got Verke underneath.
It's 2 offensive rebounds on that possession.
Yeah, they're scrapping, playing hard, South Seneca's. Shots aren't falling, but they're still playing hard, working to get the ball.
Devin Verke on the personal foul. 5:41. Second game of our doubleheader. Lyons wins it easily, game number 1. You just tuned in here on Finger Lakes 1. 72-33 to score that first game if you were checking and hadn't know. Lions easily winning against Southern Cayuga. Couple of free throws, and it's 5-2 Minders. You can hear Coach Lent to our right, who's positioned about 9 feet away from our broadcast vantage point. Actually, maybe 4 or 5 feet. Very close. Kerr controlling the dribble. Leaves for Anderson. Anderson, 6-footer, swish. Anderson.
Now he came to play early, Brett did. He's got 2 field goals for Minders for 5 points. And Minders back in the man. It looks like a man-to-man jump trap, I think what they're doing here, Mike, is seem to stay with their guy, and hasn't been too effective yet, but it is creating the tempo that I think they want.
Almost a loss, keeping the good dribble down the lane. Yes, nice running shot by Eric Dresser. Good play by Dresser.
Senior's got all 4 points for South Seneca to start. I'd be remiss to not shout out to the Minders Academy girls team that went 2-0 this weekend down in Honeoye and won their tip-off
tournament. Liam, very nice, good update. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep, and
here's a throwaway.
They beat Honeoye in the first night and then backed up with Lima. I think this is going to be a Kerr 3. Oh, we got Dresser going down with an easy layup. Yep.
Nice touch to replay opportunities for our viewers. Anderson controls the dribble. Down low, Kerr.
Isolation for Kerr in the post.
Kerr threw it away. Right to South Seneca. Dresser, shot from the 7-footer range. Good. And that is Devin Rogers.
That's an ill-advised pass by Kerr, led out to an easy breakout basket for Rogers.
Verke, long one. Yes. Devin Verke.
Well, they got 3 threes, Minders does in the first quarter here to start off, each by one of the guards. And, they shoot that good. They're going to be tough to beat on any night.
Here's a steal. 2 against 0. 2 against 1. Layup, Verke.
Yeah, not challenging there was probably the right move by Eric Dresser, knowing that he's only got 2 guys on the bench to help him out tonight.
John Drew in a hurry. Morella, layup.
A little bit more faster pace in the game we just had.
Yes.
Teams getting up and down, filling it up.
So far.
And less turnovers, thank God.
Not as sloppy.
Brett, down low, foul. John drew the obvious foul as he grabbed him.
There's the Verke three.
The Verke three.
Wasn't that much of a follow through up there.
No.
He's kind of got a quick release and doesn't let it hang.
You know, I've noticed that from him when I've watched him in the past, and I couldn't tell if it was nerves or if that was actually his mechanics.
Whoa, did not hit a thing. Mynderse Academy's free throw shooter.
One more
Kyle
bounce.
Ruddy.
That might have landed in the pond outside in the golf course. Kyle's off a little bit on that one. And that goes to show you, he's a sophomore playing his first varsity game, a little bit nervous.
Aiden Trout in the game. Departing is Kyle Ruddy.
There
Shot
it is.
1 out of 2. 3 minutes, fast-moving first quarter. Game 2 of our NYCC Tip-Off Classic Tournament here on Finger Lakes 1.
That's good work by communication by the officials, and that's the right call. It bounced right off South Seneca's foot. And I think that's the first turnover that we've seen so far out of South Seneca versus the press.
Here's a bomb. Yo, rims out. It'll still be South Seneca basketball. Mynderse looking at those threes tonight with the greatest of ease.
Yeah, you know, they kind of didn't as much last year, you know, and when Coach Fields was here, they used to shoot a lot of threes, and I think they're going to have to do that a little bit more this year.
Over to our broadcast vantage point. Almost knocked over our $17,000 monitor here. We don't want to do that.
You know, I like the open threes they're taking. That particular possession, you're a little quick in the shot clock. You have one pass and you're taking a three from beyond the
John
the
Drew passes it. Shot hits the back of the rim. It's going to go to Mynderse.
I think they need to work the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, both teams. I thought that was a pretty quick shot by South Seneca as well and Rogers. But, you know, that's a part of it. It's early in the year, and they're still trying to find where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing.
Height-wise, we're matched up pretty well. I think what we see so far is Brett Anderson's clearly quicker off the ball, and Liam Kerher, I like what they did when they took him down low, because that is a mismatch.
That's a chintzy foul on South Seneca. Those that kind of drive you nuts. Devin Rogers on the foul. Just put his hip out, made contact, and the whistle got blown.
I'm interested to see about that mismatch, Mike. I mean, I've watched Liam for the past 3 years. I don't, you know, he predominantly lives and dies on the three. So I'm interested to see if he can play down there in that post area.
Here's Verke. Yes, sir.
See, now you see
There's
a much
the
different follow-through on that shot.
2 different shots, both same result.
Close to a travel.
19-8, Mynderse. 2 minutes to go, quarter number 1 from the college, New York Chiropractic College. Can't say enough good things about Rhett Taccone and his staff that made our visit here so pleasant. Perfect position at midcourt. All kinds of room. We've been able to set up our stuff, and it's wonderful to work under these conditions. I wish this was the way every time we went somewhere. Of course, in a number of years I've been doing sports, I used to be up on the Newark High School in a snowstorm doing football. They would put us up on the roof there because we were the visiting broadcast team.
Yeah, Rhett's done a great job putting this production on tonight.
Phenomenal.
I mean, everything all across the board has been a great experience for the kids.
Blocked
too.
by Mynderse Academy.
Ruddy
Good
with
block.
a real nice
Ruddy
block.
with a block. Here comes Kerr.
Great position.
Kerr, yes, Kerr, what a beautiful move.
Very strong move to the basket.
Yep.
Liam, light it up.
He did a great job of using his body on that.
John Drew, beautiful pass. Drew, what a beautiful pass. As the Falcons hang in there, and they score on the bucket by Dresser. Stolen by the Falcons.
South Seneca showing us a little tempo.
Shot from the corner, doesn't go, back of the iron. 2-on-2. Verke, what? Another three.
That was Kerher. Check
Sorry.
that, dog. Yep.
Correction.
Verke
Liam
checked
Kerr.
out. Ryan Major checked in for Kerher.
Sorry.
I think he got the assist on that to
You're right.
to Kerher.
That's right.
Kerr's had a heck of a first half.
Shot from outside, doesn't go. Rebounded. Mynderse Academy coming out. Kerr with the basketball.
Neither of the teams' are afraid to run. You know,
Nope.
they like to get up and down. And Mynderse has just been on fire from three-point line. Kerher's got 2. Verke's got 2. Anderson's got 1. They got 5 threes in the first quarter. Here may become another one.
Kerr,
He's
swish.
on fire.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Don't turn on the fireplace. We have Kerr in the house. Hotter than a Ponderosa steak.
That's a great start. It's a tough shot coming off a screen.
Man.
You want to, that's hard to guard at the high school level. A kid that can come off a screen like that and look for a three.
With a body on him, too.
He wants one more before the quarter's over.
Shot from the corner. Good!
Wanted the foul.
And the foul. Kerr.
That's how you start your senior season
Wow.
off.
Yes, it is.
End of one, 30-10. Mynderse Academy will be back after this commercial.
Guidance and partnership through every step of the journey. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Welcome back, everybody. H. Weber along with Kevin Korzeniewski.
There's some of the Mynderse girls there,
There you
Harold. They're the 2-0 Mynderse Academy
There you
Blue
go.
Devils.
Let's check out some replays.
All Kerr in the first quarter. We talked at the top, and he's got 16 points on 4 3-pointers. He's having a heck of a start to his season, and 30 points by the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils to open the first quarter. That's pretty impressive.
Well, Jimmy is replaying. We got another one coming up here on the replay, and Liam says, "Give me the basketball. I'm hot, man." And guess what? Falls into the chair, swish. 30-10, MA leading the Falcons here as we begin second quarter. Kerr, nice bounce pass, and he threw it out of bounds. Good try, though.
Jake Jones steps into the game.
I watched
Number 14.
Liam Kerr play for 4 years now, and 5 years as a modified player and JP player, and he's playing now like he used to when he was a little bit younger. Last year, he really didn't know his place, didn't drive a lot, and he's really doing everything out there, and it's nice to see him that confident, and he's got to keep that confidence going. It's good to see.
Mynderse Academy takes over on the turnover by the Falcons on a travel. As you follow the action on Finger Lakes 1 TV, how's everybody doing on a Saturday night? We got a foul underneath. Mynderse Academy will send Aiden Trout to the line.
That's Devin Rogers' second foul here with 7 minutes to go, and South Sanders down 20. I don't think Mynderse continue to shoot as hot as they did in that first quarter. But they can't afford to get anybody in foul trouble here.
Aiden doesn't get the roll. Not a bad turnout here tonight at the college. What an outstanding facility to have basketball games. Shot is in the air, and it will not go. 0 for 2. Mynderse trying to regain possession. They do not. Falcons coming down, trailing by 20. Got a loose basketball. Falcons trying to recover. Call a timeout, and they did. I believe they called the timeout.
That's a great heads-up play by Jake Jones there.
Jake Jones quickly.
Great defense. Heady timeout.
30-second timeout. Gives me a chance to talk about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust somebody who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals. A large selection of breakfast items and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. Want a great meal? While pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Again, great sponsors of Finger Lakes 1 coverage of some 21 games on our regular schedule. We've done one. This is our second one, and 19 to go after this one, not including the sectionals that we would obviously consider once the season is over and all those decisions have been made. But lots of basketball ahead of you here on Finger Lakes 1. Pass underneath. Look at great play to Trout, and he missed it. Great pass to Aiden Trout. Stolen by Mynderse when it comes back to the Falcons. What a nice play. As John Drew now will bring it down, trailing by 20. Need a couple of threes. Down underneath, and the ball is going to be South Seneca.
Yeah, Trout. Love to have that one back. It doesn't get much easier. You know?
I know. Yep, he's going to be thinking about it too as he heads to the bench. Trout will come out. Coming in for Mynderse Academy is Robert Bachman. South Seneca playing catch, get it out top of the circle. John Drew thought about it. Low, threw it away. It'll be Mynderse basketball.
It's a good look, but he didn't quite have the angle on that pass.
Yeah, Dresser's kind of kept the team in it. You know, that was one of the few mistakes he's made to start this game. You know, he's really trying to carry this team on his back, I thought, in the first quarter.
Kerr from way out. No, air ball. Saved by Mynderse Academy. Turning, shooting, and scoring. As Mynderse Academy caps on a couple others, and that'll be the likes of Jake Jones with that shot.
Another sophomore getting the scoring column early here.
Falcons trying to penetrate. 5.5 remaining till halftime. Shot from way outside, no good. Kerr rebound. Loses it. Falcons keep it going. To the middle, no foul. Ball in play, and it's going to be Mynderse basketball.
They're letting him play.
You can tell the tempo. You know, we've done 2 games, so we sat here, and if you didn't watch the first game, they called that game tight. This game's being played. You know, these guys are playing. We thought that was a foul. There's been a couple times that we thought it was a foul, and these guys are letting them play a little bit. Must have plans in downtown Seneca Falls after the game.
Brett Anderson coming in for the tired Liam Kerr, not from scoring because he's had a great first half here. Driving in the middle. Oh, no. Got a foul.
Well, Mynderse has gone to the bench early on. Coach Ciotti, he's got Jake Jones out there. He's got Bachman. He's got Cafola. He's got Major. Anderson, the lone starter in there. That's a luxury South Seneca does not have tonight.
Exactly. And by the way, I said it earlier in the telecast, if you missed it, pass underneath for the Blue Devils. Got it back as Mynderse controlling, and what do we got? Another foul.
Yeah.
We just said they're going to let them play, and then we got a couple of chippies here.
Well, Coach Lent just gave him a earful as I was saying that, so now they're going to start calling on, you know, maybe both ends a little bit more, but he's just on the wrong end of it.
Our friends from the south end of the county, coached by Dan Lent, are looking at a situation which is pretty grave when you go into a basketball game. They got 7, count them 7, and it's not lucky when you think about number of players that you can call on. That's all you got here tonight for the Falcons. So you're trying to fight a war against Mynderse Academy. By the way, we got that old flash up. Who would have ever forgot the 1992 state champions of Mynderse Academy?
Who was the point guard on that team, Kevin?
Bobby Markle, I think.
What a great team.
That was. Baseline shot is too far. Falcons continue to keep the basketball. John Drew down, tries an backdoor pass. To no avail, it goes to Mynderse Academy.
Plays down a little sloppy here in the
a little bit.
Second quarter.
32-10, MA coasting right now here in the first half.
Well, with the pace, you know, they might be getting a little tired out there when you only got 7 guys, especially for John Drew. He's a hustler.
Yeah, he's gonna get a workload in tonight, though.
Down low.
It's a great
pass way outside. Shot is no. Rebounded by the Academy. Bachman. Down to middle. Pass underneath. Yes.
Excellent ball movement by Mynderse.
Yeah, absolutely. Bachman with a kick across, but the miss on the Major, and then Jake Jones with a nice pass there, too.
Driving. Throw it away.
Force that pass.
Ball on the end line. It's still going to be South Seneca basketball. Verke comes back in. Knowing Verke's parents as well as I do, I would think that they should drop him off at Connie's and let him have 7 double cheeseburgers every day for a month to put some meat on those bones.
Yeah, that's right.
He looks like he's going to get blown away in a 15-mile-an-hour wind. I think he needs to beef it up And I don't think the weight would really affect him that much.
No.
Shot from way outside, no good. Rebounded by Mynderse Academy. Boy, he is thin, though. I haven't been that thin since I was 12. Speaking of thin, Verke, swish. He may be thin in stature, but he can hit the 3.5 remaining till halftime.
You know, I was just about to say Anderson missed Kofola opposite on the block, but hey, when you're giving it up for 3 to Verke, that wasn't a bad idea.
John Drew behind the back pass, looking around, left side, had the shot, didn't take it. Underneath, turning, shooting, tried to bank it home. No, who's got the basketball? It will be coming the other way. Mynderse Academy.
Here's Verke's 3.
Yep, here's Verke's 3 is right. After I talked about how thin he was, swish.
He's back to that first follow through, though.
Yeah, isn't that funny how that changes?
I think it has more to do with if he had a man in his face.
From watching the first 3, I agree with you on that. The one time he was wide open, and the other 2 times where he pulled it back, he did have a defender near him.
Off the body, here comes South Seneca, 1 against 1. Anderson chasing, lay it up, good. Nice play by the Falcon guard there, young man. Good play on South Seneca.
That's Cody Warshall with the basket, and that was their first basket of the quarter. And there's another 3 by another guy from Mynderse.
Another
Jones.
Jones. 40-12. Wow, Mynderse Academy controlling this one. 2 minutes to go till half. Got a foul against Mynderse Academy, and that'll be on Robert Bachman.
The replay here on Jake Jones's 3. Jake also from a basketball family.
His mother was a good player, right?
A number of them. There was Tom Jones in the 70s. Tim, his father, is a good ball player.
I was just taking a shot at his father.
His father, Tim. I graduated with his brother, Pat, who was a good ball player as well.
Shot from way outside by Verke, no good. Kerr with the basketball. 1:50 remaining, halftime.
Well, early prognosis, I think Mynderse is going to live and die with it, guys. You know, they're going to see better athletes and more physical kids in the Finger Lakes that will probably be
Oh, nice pass. Nice pass. Kofola. Kofola with the score. Nice pass by his teammate. 1:20 remaining. 42-12. And we got a foul. Who are they going to get?
I think they're going to get Kofola.
I think I got Kerr on that foul.
Kerr on that foul.
I didn't see it. I was with you, Mike.
I thought it was going to be with the body on that. But.
You know, ever since we brought that up, they've been calling a lot more fouls. They must have heard us.
Must have heard us.
You know, we could have got out of here a little bit earlier if we didn't talk about that.
There's a nice replay there on Ben Kofola.
Way outside. And it'll be Mynderse basketball. So we're coming up on a 1 minute mark of the first half from New York Chiropractic College. And we certainly, at the end of the first half, we will.
Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass underneath to Mynderse Academy's Kofola again.
Danny Lent's not very happy.
Kerr with a beautiful pass.
Too easy. Couple dribbles by Kerr. He made a great pass, but it's just too easy to get in that penetration. I'm really impressed with Liam Kerr right now, the way he's came out and started his senior campaign.
Hey, by
Here we go again.
Yeah.
You know, 1-2 dribbles, quick move.
Boom, beautiful pass.
Too easy.
And by the way, let's give credit to the New York Chiropractic College too. You know, I'm telling you something. This has been a phenomenal occasion for us to be here. Special thanks to Rhett Taccone, Health and Fitness Director at NYCC, for basically putting this thing together. Media badges, a classy operation, special evening of high school basketball, and accommodating our team. And our team is 6 people. We're not talking just 1 or 2 we find on Fall Street, even though they found us on Cayuga Street. But we have a team of 6 people, and to accommodate us with perfect facilities, Jimmy behind us, the cameraman with great facilities to work from, Jason across the court. So, you know, you got pictures of a beautiful pool, which I've been in many, many times. The fitness center is spectacular. You guys are familiar with this place as well as I am. It's second to none, and we want to thank Rhett Taccone for giving us an opportunity to come here.
Absolutely. We're members down here. I come down here, use it with my family, and we it's affordable,
Yep.
and it's a great atmosphere for a family and single, individuals as well. There are a lot of students down here working out all the time.
And by the way, you guys, when you get old enough like the dog, you get it free. It's called Silver Sneakers. Here's the layup coming in for Kerr. Count it.
That's the easiest look he's had all night.
And
Look at this guy. Steals another one. Kerr gets it back. Give it to Verke. Verke to the hoop. Verke, yes, will it count?
Nope, offensive.
Offensive foul.
Probably could have gone either way on that one. We didn't have a great angle on it.
That's the way he lowered his shoulder. He saw him there and kind of said, all right, I'm getting contact, and, here we go. But, if he didn't lower his shoulder, I think the block could have been called. But, again, back to Kerr, who just, came up with a layup, breakaway, and then turns around, gets a steal. I don't think he could have asked for a better night, as he probably laid in bed thinking, what's going to happen on my first game this year. Here he is, just on fire, playing, doing everything, kind of like Damon Hunter did in the first game for Lyons.
Yeah, chippy foul on Ben Cafola underneath the basket. 29 seconds to go. Mynderse controlled this one from the outset, as did the likes of Lyons in game number 1, winning by almost 40. Shot air ball. Mynderse rebound. 23 seconds. Long pass. Kerr layup. Yes. Kerr is lighting it up, folks. This could be his highest scoring of his career at his rate.
Yeah, Liam Kerr just scored more points than his father ever did in any type of pickup game, Nerf game, any sort of.
Yes.
Liam's got him outscored already.
Not his mother, though.
Shot blocked by
the better
Mynderse.
of the athlete in the family.
And the first half ends.
She's a Hall of Famer, I believe, in the Mynderse Academy Hall of Fame. I'm not sure.
48-12, Mynderse Academy. Can you say domination? That's it, folks. It's just been an amazing. It's been an amazing 2 first halves. The likes of Lyons and Zach Young's team just running away with so many turnovers, giving them the big lead and just controlling it from the outset. As Kevin Korzeniewski, along with Kevin, pointed out, this may be sort of sampling like game 1. And Kevin, before we take our breaks, you certainly were spot on. It's widened the gap, and now it's a laugher.
I certainly didn't expect Mynderse to shoot this well. They've simply been on fire. South Seneca actually took care of the ball a little bit better than I thought they would, and that really hasn't been their problem. It's just the fact that Mynderse in the first quarter was on fire, and then the second quarter, South Seneca kind of didn't, they didn't play very good defense. And, this game really in the books at halftime. So we'll see what happens in the second half. And, Danny Lentz in there trying to talk to his kids about, we've got a lot to learn. We can make adjustments, and again, they're over in the Finger Lakes West, and they don't see this type of caliber team either. So it's a similar situation as we had last game.
We'll continue our halftime discussion here, but let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Zimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
Wisdom passed on from generation to generation. Welcome to Generations Bank.
And welcome back to the NYCC College, where the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils of Seneca Falls with a 48-12 lead over the South Seneca Falcons. I'm back here with Mike Alessio and the Finger Lakes One production staff. A big shout out to Jim Sinacropi behind the scenes and Jeremy and Jason Hunt on the cameras, and we are watching along with you guys at home. And it's been a great production with great camera work. We got the double camera work for the first time this year, and those guys are doing a great job as always to give you the best product we can.
Well, the replay is great for our viewers as well.
Yeah, Jim's doing a great job with those replays. We're ironing all the kinks out tonight, just like the teams are in the early season tip-off games. And what happened here is they added a 19th game late in the day for the league, and Mynderse has been matched up with South Seneca, and earlier we had Lyons matched up against Southern Cayuga. And here we go with some early first half highlights from Mynderse Academy. That was Brett Anderson getting the team going with the opening three. He played well in the first few minutes, kind of set the tone for Mynderse. Then he got quiet, but he's doing a great job of running the point.
Yeah, here's Devin Berkey on a nice three. I think he had three threes. Kerher, I'm sure we'll be coming up to with 4 threes. So
there's a run out by Liam. Liam's doing it all tonight, Mike. He's driving in like that, and he's hitting the three. And I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that this is how I used to see him play, and he's kind of shied away from that the last 2 years. As a sophomore, he was a little tentative, and then as last year, he never really found his place. He had a few games that were good, but there was Dresser.
He's a senior leader out there, so it's beyond what he's doing as far as the threes. You know he's going to get his shots, but I think a play that you expect a player like that to do is at the end of that second half or first half when he got that layup, fought right back on defense and got a steal on it. Now that's things the other players on the team are looking at to say this is our leader, and that's why we're following him.
A little clumsy like his old man on that one, but you can't fault him with the first half that he had.
I think he's probably banking on if it didn't go in, trying to get a foul off of it. So.
Yeah, and Jake Jones came off the bench, and a nice pass here, and he got in the scoring column as well.
Jones did a great job.
A full on the baseline.
With some penetration, getting around his man, because they've been in South Seneca State in a man-on-man the whole first half. Here's the third three from Devin Berkey.
And South Seneca's going to have a lot of work to do to get back in this one. And here's Jones with a three. 4 different Mynderse Academy guys hitting three-pointers. Obviously a very guard-oriented team. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Yeah. Where are they going to find points in the paint? And
yeah, I think I'm not quite sure what their percentage. It'd be a very high percentage for a three-point shooting for sure. So they're not going to stay hot like this throughout the year. There's no question about that. So I think that what Nick Ciotti's got to be thinking about now, if I were a coach, would be, okay, we know we can shoot the threes. We're hitting them tonight. Let's try to do something different. Let's try to get a secondary plan, go inside, do something different, because they're just not going to be able to play this game all year long. There's going to be games where they have to go inside or they have to look for a mid-range jumper. And now would be the time to practice it when you're up 48-12.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that too, and I agree with you, Mike. From a coaching philosophy for Mynderse, let's get the ball in the paint. This game's in hand. let's work on some of the things that are going to be our Achilles heel throughout the season. And as far as South Seneca goes, boys, we're going to stay in our man-to-man, and we're going to get better at it, and we're going to learn from it. You know, we let's see if we can go win the third quarter.
You know, they came out great handling the press. They were poised. You know, they came down, and then just, you know, they made some dumb passes, but they got some early baskets too. So they just went cold, and you know, they're outmatched for sure. But and they're, you know, when you have 7 guys in there, you know, they're pushing the ball up the court, you're going to get tired, and you just got to continue to find the positives in it. That's all you can do. It's disappointing when you're shooting as hot as Mynderse and you're outmatched as well.
Yeah, you kind of hope for an off shooting night when you're going in as an underdog and not the favorite, and they certainly are undermanned. But wow, did Mynderse shoot outstanding in that first half.
And they did.
Yeah, and we are going to break out here and go to the second quarter and see if Mynderse can keep the hot hand going. And I'm interested to see Liam Kerr, who has 16, to add to that total. So we're going to take you to a commercial break here, and we'll be back with the second half for the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils and the South Seneca Falcons.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it. At fingerlakes1.com. Come on over to fingerlakes1.com. Like us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
And we're back here at the New York Chiropractic College. Harold Weber along with Kevin Korzeniewski along with Mike Alessio, Jeremy and Jason Hunt, and Jimmy Senecropi. We welcome you back to our broadcast of our doubleheader tonight. Easy first game, and this appears to be easy as well. Mynderse Academy leading 48 to 12 as we begin a third quarter action.
It's a new look from South Seneca. Looks like a 1-2-2.
Pass underneath, nice pass by Verke, and the shot is up and good by the likes of Ben Cafola.
Quick rundown on the points for the first quarter. Eric Dresser had 6. He led South Seneca. Devin Rogers with 2. Brett Robinson, who I missed his call earlier with the Mynderse guy, he had 2. And Cullen Morella had 2. On Mynderse, Brett Anderson with 5 early on. And then Kerher with an outstanding first half, had 16. Jake Jones off the bench with 5. Verke with 11. Ruddy with 1. Cafola just added to his total. He's got 8 now. And that rounds out the scoring for both teams.
Here's Kerr. Yes.
Top.
Deep 3 for Liam Kerr.
Wow.
Deep 3, and that was with some confusion there on the Mynderse offense. I think Devin Verke's not quite sure where he's supposed to be against his zone.
You know, the one thing I hope of Liam is, as his father sits around and always talks about his high school days, you know, Liam will probably point back to this as one of his favorite high
Out
school
in
memories.
front of the pack is guess who? Liam Kerr, having a night that he'll remember. Understand he wrote a letter at halftime asking the Mynderse Academy administration to have all their home games here at the college. Sorry to Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, but he has lit it up here tonight. John Drew bouncing it down the nice hook shot.
Very nice.
A lot of AKA Wilt the Stilt on that one. Nice play by Morella. A nice bounce pass and a nice left hand hook. Verke down low. Throws her away.
I'm not sure where Cafola, I think he just assumed somebody should be on that opposite block. And here goes Kerr with the deep 3. And he's raining them. That's number 5 for Kerr on the night. Get him the ball.
Wow. Ironically, he's wearing number 11, which is, you all know, is a lucky number.
And my number.
And your number. That's right.
I thought that's where he was going with it. I thought everybody knew what your number was.
back then it was the away number. We had
the home and away?
Home and away numbers, different numbers. Harold will probably remember.
I do. It was tough on us broadcasters, but we tried to figure it out. We kind of like the same numbers for both home and away.
Kept
2-0 wasn't even either play, but that's going to keep a foul away from Devin Rogers, so Coach might want to be quiet on that one. I think the foul was supposed to be on Devin Rogers. 2-0 was in the corner of the gym, not even near anybody. We've even got the zebras falling asleep.
Here's Verke. Oh, swish. Nothing but net.
It is a 3-point air assault.
Wow. Call off the dogs.
A little flex offense here for you, Mike. Big fan of it, I know you are.
Nice little jump shot misses by the Falcons. And that was Eric Dresser. Verke at the corner. Could he hit another? No, but a foul. Could be a 3.
Yeah, I think it is a 3. I think he took a little bit of a dive there, but. Let's
3.
Let's see how hard he really got hit on that.
Morella on the foul.
No, that was the one he made.
Oh, that's the one he made, yep.
I want to remind everybody, Old Lyons Hardware, winner in upstate New York, got you down. Visit Old Lyons True Value Hardware on William Street in Lyons. Stop in and get a new furnace filter, snow shovel, ice melt, snow brush, ice scrapers, and more. Also tools, plumbing, electrical, cleaning supplies, light bulbs, paint, and all of the equipment to get the job done. That's Old Lyons True Value Hardware in downtown Lyons. We talk about good food. How about Red's Place? Serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Visit menshalloffame.com for the full menu. Ullman Theater, next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Ullman Theater. Our good friend Bob and Leslie Ullman, great sponsors of this broadcast and many other things at Finger Lakes 1 in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that had the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915, 1 year before I was born. Just kidding. See what's playing this week at ullmantheater.com. We're back to action. 58-13. The Academy steamrolling. Verke in the air, in the bucket.
Well, you know, I was just thinking the nice thing about this productions that Jim Syncropi and Finger Lakes Ones offers is you get a kid like Liam who comes out and scores 20 in the first 3 quarters of the game, and I'm not sure what's going to happen the rest of the game. But he'll have this for life now, you know, on YouTube. And
just click on it.
He'll probably watch it going to bed, waking up, and you know, the parents might have to cut his internet service off. It's been so hot.
That's right. Devin's shot is good. The Verke charm continues. Has anyone ever done any research, Mike, on how many Verkes have come through the Mynderse Academy halls of playing basketball?
Or how many shots the Verkes have taken?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I would say
a bunch of Verkes have come through the chain.
4 out of Devin's father, Dennis, I played with, and he had 3 older brothers.
Wow.
Rod, Donnie, who's a great ball player, and then Gary Verke, and then of course you had Dylan.
By the way, we just seen Matt Verke 57 points in a sectional game.
Good, Matt. Jason played.
Yep.
Duker.
Well.
Andrew Duke Verke.
Andrew Duke. How could you forget him?
Amazing run of Verkes.
Now this group of Verkes, with Dennis being the father, the funniest thing about all of them is he was a down low player and big, and still is. So where the shooting touch came from, I'm not quite sure.
Again, must have been the mother.
Donnie Verke was a great shooter. Now, Rod, I'm not so sure about. I think he was a great athlete. I know that.
Just ask him.
Yeah. I had the chance to play some cards with him every 2 weeks. He can play the game of cards. Don't worry about that.
And don't talk about trivia.
Oh, my God.
Shot from downtown, Jake Jones.
If you've never seen Minders play and you're watching this tonight, you're thinking to myself, holy cow.
They're going to be state champions. Amazing demonstration by the Blue Devils of Seneca Falls, 64-13. 3:30 to go, third quarter. Pass underneath, nice play. John Drew with a bucket and a foul.
Jake Jones got to stay on his feet on that for sure.
You know, and you look at these first games of the year, and neither not any of the teams that we saw tonight get a lot out of this.
Exactly.
You know, the Lyons doesn't get a lot out of beating Southern Cayuga.
Right.
Mynderse doesn't get a lot. South Seneca, they're not going to get a lot out of it either. And, you know, but you got to start somewhere.
3:24 in yet another laugher. We had a wipeout in game number 1, and we're heading that way in game number 2 as it's been domination city by Lyons and now Mynderse here in the nightcap of our twin bill from the college. New York Chiropractic College, a great host tonight for our opening twin bill. Mynderse Academy throwing it up from way outside. That, of course, is the Mynderse Academy's Cody Warshall. Missed it. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Stopping, popping, short. A rebound, going out of bounds. It'll be the Academy ball. Don't forget, folks, next week, you think we did 2 tonight? How about 3 next week, huh? 3 next Saturday, the December 6th, from Victor High School, a triple header. And got some great matchups, too. A 3 o'clock game, Geneva Wilson. A 5 o'clock game, Newark Livonia. And Victor plays Palmac at the 7 o'clock game. Jimbo Senecropi will be doing play-by-play for all 3 games, working with Mike and Kevin over at Victor High School next Saturday. A lot of action, and that should be a lot of fun.
You know, Colin Morella just came out of the game number 52, and I think he deserves a shout-out. He was down by 50, and he's on the floor for a ball. That was great hustle a couple possessions ago.
Absolutely, Mike.
Ryan just got promoted to be a major. He just banged home the latest 3 for the Academy on Slaughter tonight. Pass underneath to the Falcons, trying to get underneath, working, and he stepped on the end line, I believe, and it will be Mynderse basketball.
I'm with you, Dog. I think the first thing these guys might want to do in the morning is give a call over to the athletic director and say, hey,
let's play him here, baby.
Let's play him at the college.
Oh, baby. They have been on fire. It's unusual, too, to go to a complex where you don't play, many games, some years never.
You know, I was just going to say that, Harold, because it's open, very open, too. So that can have an effect on your shot and your perception.
Now we got another steal. Here comes Tua against Cyril, kicking it out of bounds, or did he? Mynderse saves. Minute 40 remaining, third quarter, 67-16. No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a misprint or a misspeak on my part. I do a lot of that, but not on that score. Amazing blowouts here tonight. I expected, somewhat closer games than this. But it's been one of those nights. John Drew keeps his dribble. John Drew gets fouled going down the lane.
Yeah, I like this John Drew. He's playing really hard. He's been involved in a lot. He's not going to get a sub. There's nothing to bring off the bench. But, he's working hard.
Yeah. But like you say, it's the first game of the year, so Southern Cayuga Chiefs and South Seneca Falcons have to just, scratch us off the chalkboard.
Yep. Count as a scrimmage. Go back and both these teams are, the Finger Lakes West is a good league. Mynderse would be a top team in that league. Maybe not the best, but a top team. And the way Mynderse is playing tonight would certainly be the top team in the league. And they've ran into quite the buzzsaw here.
And by the way, our upcoming schedule this year, even though we have a very extensive coverage, we have a lot of girls action too. We're covering the ladies on the 30th of January, Waterloo against the likes of Mynderse Academy. We're doing another Waterloo North Rose Wolcott girls game on the 29th of December, and we're going to do Mynderse Waterloo girls on the 12th of December. So we'll be spotlighting some girls action. When we do that, when we check out the ladies, we'll be checking out the guys as well, so those will be double headers as well. So a lot of things coming up. And just a reminder, you can see the upcoming webcast that we have working for us. Next week, the triple header, as we talked about. And then, of course, on the 12th, the 16th, the 29th, then we move into next year. A lot of things happening. A lot of action scheduled for Finger Lakes 1, and we'll be very busy the next couple of months. And, of course, you're going to have the likes of David Barnett coming out, along with Brendan Harrington. We have a cast of thousands to do these games, so we'll all have opportunities to take breaks, and that's probably a good thing. But then again, we have enough people that if somebody got sick, that we could always fill in too. Shot from the Academy, right side, doesn't go. Rebounded by the Falcons, 38 seconds. Here come the Falcons.
Mynderse being forced with a particular 5 they have on now to do a few different things.
Nice shot by the Falcons, moving it down there, and a good play by Seneca. That was the likes of Nick Phelps.
Another sophomore. A lot of sophomores on the court for both teams tonight.
Counting down, 15 seconds.
That's a tough
Loose
screen to run in there
basketball.
by Bachman.
We're going to get a jump ball.
Tough screen. He might have been moving, too.
Yeah.
It's going to
I'm
go
not quite
back.
sure if Robbie Bachman was set on that screen.
You know, if you're Coach Nixiot and you're looking at this and saying, geez, we did everything right. The one thing that I would say, Mike, is what you talked about at halftime is what are we doing to get the ball inside? When we don't shoot as good as we do, are we just going to lose, or can we find other options? Are those options even there? Here's
the bomb, air ball into three. 67-18, Mynderse Academy walking away with this one. We'll continue our coverage of high school basketball here on Finger Lakes 1 TV. Let's hear from our great sponsors.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Welcome back on a picture-perfect night to drive anywhere on, when you're talking late November, you never know. Some of the areas that got crushed. Can you say Buffalo, New York? The airport has 3 inches and 6 miles away has 79. Hello, Weather Channel. Well, we're here at a nice night, and it's a great doubleheader of action. We were anticipating a little closer games than we are seeing unfold here tonight. In game number 1, Lyons controlling from the outset, winning easily against Southern Cayuga, 72-33. And this one obviously is following the same pattern, 67-18. Mynderse Academy rolling over the South Seneca Falcons. And again, in fairness to Dan Lann and his coaching team and his players, they brought 7 kids here tonight. And let's be honest, as Kevin talked before our commercial break, Mynderse has been extremely on fire from the three-point range. That does not happen every night.
You don't get much hotter than what they've done tonight.
I mean, to watch basketball that I've been watching forever, and to see how it unfolds, pass underneath, we're going to get a foul underneath too. But Mike and Kevin, you could speak volumes since you guys played a lot. The three-point come and go. Some nights you hit them, some nights you don't. When you don't, you made a great comment. What do they do about getting the ball down low? And that's going to be interesting as the season unfolds.
And after watching tonight, I'm not sure what the options are, if there are options. Cafola played pretty good for a little while in there.
Right.
Moretti's a starter.
Nice drive by Mynderse. Beautiful drive. Credit that beautiful drive. Jake Jones on a spectacular move down the middle.
Well, the options are going to be something like that, I think, like a fake pass, penetrate drive, short floater, kick back out.
Their guards are their strength. And, that'll be, I see Coach Panic sitting up there taping the game, and I'm sure there's other Finger Lakes coaches watching. And, the first thing they're going to say is you got to get out on these guys and make them put the ball on the ground.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure who's next on the docket for Mynderse, but how they handle that.
Shot no good. Rebounded by the Falcons, and they get a score. Credit the Falcons on that score to Eric Dresser, who's had a good night.
Yeah, he has, and here he comes up with a steal here.
Eric on a steal, 1-against-1, laying up, and yes!
That was a long cross-court pass by Jake.
Yeah, a little advised pass. But I did notice Mynderse not one starter in the lineup coming out to start the fourth quarter.
Their last sub is in now, and Todd Reed.
Nice pass, stolen, however, by the Falcons. John Drew coming the other way. Morella playing catch. Morella, 16-footer, hits the back of the iron, spills out, rebounded by the Blue Devils. That's Todd Reed. Down layup, yes.
Nice left hand.
Nice play on Mynderse Academy's Cody Warshell. Morella, left hand, nice play. Good play by the young man. Cullen Morella, a junior. Nice turnaround left-hander off the glass.
I like how Morella's playing. He's playing hard. He's got some nice baskets. You know, the South Seneca kids' effort's there. You know, they're just a little outmatched. And
Stolen by the young man also. Morella on the steal, so playing well. Makes the shot.
Good help side defense.
Takes the steal. Underneath Morella, under a lot of pressure. Jump ball. Yes, it is. And it will be possession going the other way.
I think that's kind of a situation of a pass being forced in where it really shouldn't have. There wasn't a whole lot he could have done with it, even if he came up with that.
Right.
Here's a Mynderse upcoming schedule right here. You got you're going to Geneva. That's going to be they'll be out guarding, and then Waterloo.
Yep.
And then Honeoye must be a non-league game. Don't think Honeoye was very strong last year. I'm not sure if they won a game. But the Geneva and Waterloo games will be tough ones for Mynderse. So
Geneva always has talent.
Waterloo, I think, is one of my early
sleepers
for this year. You know, I know they struggled the last couple of years, but they got a nice core group back, and I think they'll be all right.
Ball out of bounds. It'll go back to Mynderse Academy. Under 5 to play as the MA cheerleaders whoop it up across the way here at the New York Chiropractic College.
Trying to keep those fans awake.
There you go. Including the broadcasters.
Now there's Ruddy inside.
Knocked away, stolen by South Seneca. So we're getting a little sloppy here. Anybody for a sloppy Joe as we get into the front court. And Falcons now, 4.5 remaining. 71-24, Mynderse. Bounce it down to Morella. Morella loses control, gets it back, loses it. Jump ball, and it's going to be possession, South Seneca.
It was a good hustle by Todd Reed down there trying to get the steal, and he came out working this quarter.
We have a change.
South Seneca's upcoming schedule, they open with Whitman in their league. I'm not sure if that Whitman's in the Finger Lakes West or they're still independent. Then they go to Ed Red Jack and Dundee. That's not an easy schedule either, but I'm sure they're going to be happy to see Marcus Whitman come December 1st. That's Monday night.
That's right. Hard to believe the last day of November tomorrow. Before you know it, the left-hand hook shot, no good. Tries to bounce it off the body of Bachman. Bachman blocks it. Falcons in against a block again, the big guy Bachman.
Bachman, a little Matumbo-like down there.
With a little smile.
With a little smile, having fun with it.
Now the Bachman boy looks like he's had a couple of double cheeseburgers. I like that. A little girth. I do. I like that.
He's
I do like that.
Bringing it to the table and bringing it to the court.
Nothing wrong with a couple of cookies.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Hey, you know what? It's good for the system.
His father was a good ball player.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yeah, and I've seen his dad have a couple of quickies myself there. So, Todd Reed lost control of the basketball. And got back, take it away. Mynderse playing their hearts out, up by almost 50, and they're playing tough D. I like that. Never give up, even if you're ahead or behind. Driving, lay it up on the run, nothing. Rebound, forget that one. They were in a bunch of trees.
I think they got Ruddy on that one.
I tell you what, coaching against Danny Lent for all these years, his teams are going to play hard, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Bachman bringing his eraser to the game.
That's right.
There it is, 2 in a row.
Kind of got an eraser hairdo to match it almost.
Free throw is up and good. But you're right. South Seneca literally outmanned tonight, literally in numbers, 7 players showing up here tonight. So they gave it their best shot. Swish, and it hit the back of the iron, went in.
You got to love Danny Lent. He's high-fiving his guys coming off the court.
Yeah.
He's hooping it up over there.
Exactly. Never want to get negative, especially the first game of the year. Got a long season in basketball. It goes to March. Now we have a travel, double dribble, whatever we got. Yeah. Todd Reed kind of lost control of it, never really recovered it, and it's a turnover as he smiles to head coach Nick Ciatti.
I'm not sure how the scheduling break down, but I think if you talk to all 4 coaches after, they all might say, I'd rather, we'll play Mynderse and you'll play, but you can't control that stuff in the offseason. It's Great find. Morella.
Nice, Morella. Blocked by the Academy out in a hurry as Reed 1 against 3. Will he wait for his troops? He will not. Oh, almost he knocked it home, and it was not so close.
Looks like the Mynderse bench is really rooting for Todd Reed to get a basket here.
Hey, Todd Reed was yawning after that play. He got up and he started yawning. He's sleeping out here.
Eric Dresser. There's a view of retired Tony Ferrara from Mynderse Academy.
With the second best Millis boy, Jimmy.
There you go. Shot doesn't go. Tony, of course, spent 37, 38 years in the system. Something like that. Been a long time with Mynderse. But good guy. Shot is up and no, 0 for 2. South Seneca got a foul, and he's going to get the personal. So misses the 2 free throws and gets called on the foul coming the other way. Under 3 to play here on Finger Lakes 1 TV. We hope you've enjoyed our telecast tonight because we got a lot more to come your way. Again, next week, triple header from Victor. We'll go through that before we wrap up the show tonight. Falcons working the basketball. Shot Morella doesn't go. Rebounded South Seneca. Banks it no.
Block.
Rebounded by who's got the basketball. Morella hanging in. Blocked by a back, but they're going to get him on the foul. Couple of big trees inside. The likes of Morella and Bachman battling it out.
Yeah, Ruddy's got a block in there too as well, and Bachman's just coming out trying to erase everything that's getting thrown up.
By the way, folks, at the end of our show, we'll have Liam Kerr here at the broadcast vantage point for an interview. Then we'll thank our sponsors, and then we'll wrap it up. So, again, Liam Kerr will be on our post-game show coming up in a few minutes.
Not to take anything away from Ruddy or Bachman, but I think South Seneca legs are getting a little bit tired. They're not getting much behind those shots down low or on the foul line.
Right.
Well, it's a much bigger court than they're used to practicing every day, and and here they are trying to run up and down with Mynderse with only 2 subs, and everybody's been in and out. There's no platoon in here in South Seneca.
There's no platooning.
I don't know
Shot
what
from way outside. Air ball. Bachman laid up and in.
Nice strong move by Bobby.
Yeah, he's having a great game here. Putting a nice little fourth quarter in.
Shot from the corner doesn't go. Rebounded by South Seneca with 2 minutes remaining. Driving, throwing it up. Beautiful play by the Falcons. Eric Dresser, who's really looked good tonight. By the way, folks, Dr. Rodney Littlejohn. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of our patients through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including Invisalign and Excellident. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com. Great friend of mine, and he's a great supporter of a lot of events, community events. Very charitable giving, and glad to have Dr. Littlejohn on this year as one of our main sponsors. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, supporting the local high school athletes for over 40 years. Thanks to Jimmer's Auto for being a sponsor of our broadcast. Reed with the basketball for the Mynderse Academy troops as they are easily going to win this one. Going away.
I watched there in that timeout. Danny Lamp might be down by 45, but he's coaching like it's a 2-point game, and I think that's what makes him a successful coach. And he's not giving up, and his kids haven't gave up. And I think that's a reflection on their coach. So a lot of credit to him, and I know, they're undermanned tonight, but he's doing a great job.
Yep.
Caught it in the air. He caught it in the air. It hit his foot. He caught it in the air out of bounds.
Danlett.
And there it is. There's still no Quinton. He's not going to let these referees get away with anything.
And he might be right on that as well.
Yeah, I think he is too, yeah.
Danny fighting for possession, down by, a lot of points, but give him credit. Here's Reed from way outside, air ball. Rebounded by Mynderse. Reed going to try to score again, and he gets a jump ball underneath.
Reed doing what he can, try to get in the scoring column tonight.
And his teammates trying to help him out.
Yeah, they are. You could tell he's a well-liked kid.
Yeah, I think the bench will go crazy if he scores. And we still got 1:23 left in this one. South Seneca's Marshall Warden with the basketball. Left side now as they work it around, trying to get a good play.
By Bachman.
Good defense by the Bachman, and here comes the Blue Devils. Reed, will he? Steal by South Seneca, and Reed diving for the basketball.
Good hustle. Great hustle by Ty Reed.
Slid out of bounds.
I think the place would go nuts if he scores, though. I do, It's mindful of other players that we've seen, that don't get a lot of PT, and they score that bucket, and the place goes crazy. Under a minute to play. All Lions and all Minders tonight from the college. New York Chiropractic College. Warden with the basketball. Warden drive it in. Warden throw it up, and a foul. Again, our broadcast team will be in Victor next Saturday. Triple header. First game starts at 3, then 5, and then 7. 3 o'clock, Geneva versus Wilson. That should be a good one. Newark versus Livonia at 5, and at 7 o'clock, Pelmac versus the likes of homestanding Victor, who are going to host this big triple header.
All of those games should be pretty good. Geneva's down a little bit this year. I'm not really sure what Wilson's going to bring, but Livonia's got a good program. Newark's a good program. Victor's back, trying to get back under Coach Kevin Downey.
Yep.
So we'll see some good basketball hopefully next Saturday.
Ward missed a couple of free throws. 40 seconds to go. 73-28. Minders Academy. Too much care and too much Verke and too much all the Blue Devils who were hot with the threes. That was the big difference tonight. They lit the three-point line up tonight. Reed, is he going to try to pop one up there? A couple of dribbles stopping, and he gets it blocked.
Good block.
Rebounded by the Falcons. Under 20 seconds.
Todd Reed's going to go back to those foul shots he missed. Really,
right.
he's going to have.
Wait a minute.
Might get another chance.
He is tired. He's been working hard. He's tired out there.
What do we got?
We got timeout on South Seneca.
Timeout, South Seneca. 5.7 seconds to go.
They're going to retain possession for the last shot.
So we're putting together some heads here to decide what we're doing here. I like it with 5.7 seconds to go.
I'll give these ball boys some credit, too. I think that's a little Franzone out there, Mike. And then we got Rowan Markle down here, and they're out sweeping during every timeout. These guys are working hard.
Real professional job today by the Chiropractic College crew and Rhett.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Tony.
I didn't talk about it in this production, but we were in the locker room before with the kids, and they got their name tags on the locker room.
Nice.
It's a classy, professional. It's the little things, the little things that Rhett's got going here with the ball boys and they all have the same uniforms, all the chiropractic members. It's a great production. Here's missed him.
Under 6 seconds to play. Can the Falcons score at the buzzer? Underneath, stolen by Mynderse. And game over. Well, hey, you give it heart. You try your best. Whatever happens, happens. As Minders Academy wins it 73-28. 1 point more than Lyons scored against Southern Cayuga as they won the first game 72-33. That's our doubleheader, folks. Let's take our commercial breaks, and we'll come back and talk to Liam Kerr, and also we'll say some good things about a few of our sponsors, and then we'll wrap this baby up. We'll be back.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it. At FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Make us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Jimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
Well, welcome back here at the New York Chiropractic College. Harold Weber, along with Kevin Korzeniewski and our good friend Mike Alessio, the Hunt brothers, Jeremy and Jason and Jim Senecropi, the owner and director. Proud to have, I would say, one of the stars of Mynderse Academy, Liam Kerr. Liam, thanks for joining us, spending a few minutes.
Thank you.
Great game tonight.
Thank you.
By the way, I mentioned when you were running up and down the court making threes, I mentioned the fact you were writing a letter to the administration of Mynderse asking them to play your home games here.
Yeah.
Because obviously you had nothing but net on most of your attempts. Tell us a little bit about the feel of a shooter like yourself. Obviously you came out, made a couple of early ones. That gives you the momentum and the confidence to keep throwing it up, right?
Yep. You know, my teammates are just finding me. They knew I was hot, and they're calling some plays for me, and I was knocking down shots.
Now, you guys are young as you go into this season. But you look like you had Devin Korzeniewski, and I don't want to cite just two guys, but the entire team played as a team. You didn't have to use your inside game or attempt to bring it down low because you guys were so hot from outside.
Right.
As you look forward down the schedule, there'll be nights where the threes may not be going, so you may have to go to plan B. You know, so I guess you got a plan for that.
Yeah, Ben played pretty good. Trout's pretty good. You know, we try to get them the ball, try to have them score some points for us.
That's right. And, you know, South Seneca, in fairness and in deference to them, they show up with 7 kids.
Right.
Tough situation.
Yeah.
Overmatched basically on numbers. But this is an outstanding place to play basketball, and it's unusual for you, not that you're not a good athlete, obviously a very good athlete, to find your range in a court which is you're not accustomed to.
Right. You know, we just practiced here once. I've only shot here once, to be honest.
That's amazing. As far as your college basketball players, who's your favorite college player? Do you have a college team that you follow?
I like Syracuse.
Syracuse?
Just at the game last night.
Okay.
I like Chris McCullough.
Oh, yeah?
Freshman. I like Caleb Joseph.
What about the NBA? You got a favorite NBA squad?
Cavs.
Cavs
Bandwagon.
and LeBron.
Yep.
They'll find themselves.
Liam, let me ask you now, from a player's perspective, if you don't hit a few of those early threes, do you do something different next time when you get the ball, or you know they're going to drop sooner or later, or are you looking to go inside?
Try to get the ball moving, you know, try to get down the lane, but hopefully they'll drop.
Well, they were dropping tonight, that's for sure, and I got to give you a pat in the back for the good hustle, you know, on some of the defensive plays as well.
Yep.
You hit the layup that one time, made a nice move back to get the steal on that, so, you know, those are the things that often are overlooked, so keep that up, and as well as getting out on breaks. I don't know if you guys talk about fast breaking.
Yeah, we do. Me and Devin try to get up the floor, you know, and get an easy bucket.
Yeah, you beat them down the court a few times. It was great plays.
Thank you.
Well, it's like a long season in basketball, as you very well know. This is one of many, not including sectionals, which I know you can't look forward to. Take one game at a time. I know it's an old cliche, but I think it's true.
It is. It is.
Well, congratulations from our Finger Lakes 1 team, and we appreciate you stopping by, and continued success.
Thank you.
All right,
appreciate
Liam Kerr.
Thank you.
We got him down for 25 markers. I hope that's what you got, but that's what we have you for. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Liam Kerr joining us, who had an outstanding night. Hit a lot of net tonight on those threes. Great job, Liam, and we're going to get Kevin and Mike's views on what has transpired here, and then we'll say goodbye. Kevin, Liam, based on our stats, had 25. He talked about he was hot, obviously. It's a rarity when you can be that hot on a gym where you don't play your basketball at. But Mike mentioned to him if they don't go, what's your plan? He said they would go down low and keep popping, see what happens.
Yeah, I think they're going to live and die with it. You can say what you want about options inside. Bachman didn't look bad out there tonight. Cafola didn't look too bad. And I know they got Trout and Ruddy that played too, but they're going to go as their guards go. As Verke, Anderson, and Kerher go. That's what I see from this team. So we'll see. They got Geneva. They'll be a little bit more athletic, and they'll be a little deeper than South Seneca, and they'll probably guard that arc a little bit better. So, and Geneva's a tough place to shoot. So if you're a Mynderse fan, you're watching tonight, you'll get a bit better of a story, I think, come next week.
Mike, your closing views on both games, for that matter. The Lions just too much in the first one. Obviously, Mynderse Academy hotter than a pistol from the three-point line. Obviously, was phenomenal.
Lions was impressive, that's for sure. It's a quick team, great athleticism. With a big guy. Depending upon if you can stay out of foul trouble. Like Kevin says, Mynderse is. It's a game where they're up by 20 the whole game. So. It changes things when you're having to come from behind, if you have to go down low. If you're facing a team who has some big men, then you might have some foul trouble you have to deal with. So we'll see. They showed some positive things, that's for sure. But the positive things they showed were in the things we know they can do. We know they got shooters on their team. We'll see when when they're not dropping. I hate to beat a dead horse, but I think that's what it's going to come down to.
Well, guys, it's great having you join us this year, Mike. Thanks a lot. It was good working with you.
Pleasure.
Look forward to it down the road. Kevin, as usual.
Mike, great job tonight in your debut.
That's right, and you did such a good job. They'll be calling you back for game 2. So okay, listen, folks, this has been the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style post-game show. And again, recapping the scores of our doubleheader tonight. In game number 1, Lions, coached by Zach Young, our good friend, easily over Southern Cayuga Chiefs. Final score 73-28. And the game, 72-33, they won. Lions over Southern Cayuga 72-33. Game 2, Mynderse Academy easily over the Falcons of South Seneca. Outmanned as they only show up at 7 players, 73-28, the Academy. So, by the way, folks, just a reminder before we wrap this baby up, next Saturday night we have a triple header. Jim Senecropi on the call for all 3 games. At 3 o'clock, Geneva versus Wilson. At 5 o'clock, Newark versus Livonia. And at 7 o'clock, Victor versus Pelmac. And once again, we can't say it enough. Just thank Rhett Taccone and all of his staff for making our stay here extremely pleasant here tonight. Great facilities, great vantage point, mid-court, spectacular. I hope and pray that we come back to NYCC to do some games in the future.
If I was to pick an MVP tonight, I'd take it over Hunter, over Kerher, and go with Taccone.
Rhett Taccone's our MVP. Well, speaking for my broadcast partners, Mike Alessio, Kevin Korzeniewski, Jeremy Hunt, Jason Hunt, and Jim Senecropi, this is the Dog H. Weber bidding you all a very pleasant good evening.